Hi everyone, welcome to Cursed 20. This is our actual play, The Cursed Ones. Zach, go ahead and introduce your character.
I'm Calathar.
Dylan, go ahead.
Dormir.
Josh.
Donatello Coniglio.
Darren.
And his name is David in real life.
Haha.
Okay, we're gonna do a little recap. We ended the last session. The last session picked up with you guys finishing the battle, or the fight with Rahadin and his group of fighters. And then this is where it ended. This is where it picked up, right? So then after that, you guys decided to go investigate the innkeeper. And you did a bunch of stuff. At the end, you found out the innkeeper wasn't there. You talked to the Barovian woman and her saying that she's always ran the inn. Spending some more time there, figuring out that there was nothing really left to do. I think you guys found a home to sleep in for the night, an abandoned home. You guys crashed there. Some prayers were said. Some cuddling happened between two certain characters. Then you guys woke up and went to the church to take care of Father Donovich and his child Doru. Okay. After you guys spanked those vampires and you critted on them a bunch of times, did a bunch of radiant stuff and some crazy ass stuff, the fight ended. So we pick off right as the fight ended. I think this. I don't know if this is going to be continuity or not, but who got the final blow on Donovich? Donovich was Doru died first, and then there's Donovich. I think you killed him.
I got Donovich.
Okay, so we pick off right where his head explodes with the radiant energy you sent through him with the arrow.
Mhm.
His body drops to the floor, and you're all standing there covered in blood. Vampires on the ground. What do you guys do? What's going on now? You guys are standing in like the entranceway, but you guys haven't even made it out of the hallway of that church yet.
I'm going to say a prayer.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I think we would do some sort of rite.
Yeah. Maybe you should lead it. How about you lead it?
So
And
whoever has you guys can figure out who wants to do it. One of you guys roll
I
a
think
religion
I
check
would
with
l-
advantage.
Well, I don't know. You've been.
Maybe
I've
this
been
is your
falling away
step.
from it.
yes, this will be my devotion. Like I'm giving
And if
this
you
to
have
her.
exhaustion, go ahead and ignore the exhaustion. I don't know who has exhaustion right now.
I think I don't.
I think everybody cleared their exhaustion.
I got an 18 religion.
Beautiful.
I'd say
Well, no, you're going to give him advantage. Whoever has the higher religion, you can give the other guy.
I have
The other guy
plus
can
5.
give
What do you got?
I'll give you advantage. I have a +4.
Bet 13 or 18.
18. So you say a prayer.
Yeah.
Who's saying the prayer? You?
Me, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and offer up this prayer.
Yeah, so I'm just clasping my hands together. I'm like, Raven Queen, thank you for the strength you've blessed our party with. Let this serve as an offering to you, your holiness. This is the first of many vampires to be slain in your name. We will recover this land to your bosom. That's it.
Okay. On an 18 religion check. So you offer up this prayer. You go on an 18 religion check. And you feel a breeze come through the door. And like I said before, the breeze was coming from inside the church out. This time it seems as if it came from the outside in. And you get a sense of like, you've done another good thing that she would approve of. I mean, she hates vampires are an attest to her. So you feel a sense of approval.
Can I decrease my negative emotion potentially?
Not on an 18.
Okay.
But I like where your head's at. Actually, and everybody after the session, at the end of the session, everybody text me what their negative emotion level is at, because there's going to start becoming side effects at certain levels of that. Okay. But at the end of the session, it's not going to matter for the session.
I feel like as soon as like the man of God would have done the work, I would have been like, so now that we have gone past the formalities, can we check the body, see it, see if I don't know if you guys mind. Maybe can I do it in a church? I don't know what the rules are for.
Send it. This is fake God.
You guys,
Don't bring him back, and we'll be all right.
yeah.
You want to loot the bodies, basically.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Can I loot the place while they?
You want to investigate the whole church?
Yeah, or at least just.
That'll be a couple of different.
Quick scan.
Have advantage. First one's a 19. That's the other one's a 19 on that. The other one's a 24.
Nice.
24
bud.
investigation. Okay. Give me 1 second. I think. Is that who are you looting?
I'd say I was I was shooting the father. I'd probably go right to the father. Yeah.
Okay, you're looting the father.
Especially, I feel like seeing this, he's kind of the head of the church and has potential ties towards these.
Yeah.
To the
Yeah,
I think there would be information somewhere in this place. Letters.
El Papa. I'm going to check El Papa. The Papa has been taken down.
Papa has Papa.
Okay, so you loot the
Who knows?
body of
Maybe
Father
the next
Donovich.
Papa's from Shikadi.
On a 24, you find a little golden key. It looks like on you. What did you get on your investigation?
24.
Yeah, on a 24, it looks like it unlocks like a drawer or a chest or something like that.
Would it be out of hand to ask if I could give him a guidance to maybe see if there's anything past the 24? I know it's a little late now, but
What the fuck could be higher than 24?
25.
30.
So what?
I guess just roll me like a insight check to see if you would have caught it in time to give him guidance. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, for sure. 24.
Yeah, you can give him guidance. So you can.
Yeah.
Was that a D4?
D4.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll a D4.
I get to 25 either way, though.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a 4!
Let's go. All right. 28.
28.
4. Magnifico. Mi
So
va bene, molto bene, molto
on
bene.
28,
Grazie.
you find a little golden key.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay. You find a little golden key, and then you find a letter on him,
Mhm.
like deep within his robes, that say "Same Soul." It says "Same Soul, forever looking, never satisfied." He sees it. If he doesn't mention out
Yeah,
loud,
fair enough,
you
fair
don't
enough,
see it.
Fair enough.
I would bring it up to everyone.
Okay.
Calathar wants to go check the basement.
Same soul,
Hold on.
forever looking.
Yep.
What was the last thing you said?
Never satisfied.
Never satisfied. I thought. Heard.
These are so good.
Heard. Yeah, I'll bring it up to the party and be like, yeah, whoever put the father onto these, seems like they have a certain soul they have in mind. For what? I don't know, but they're most definitely looking for a certain type of person. What? Who? I don't know, but that seems very clear to me.
You want to go look at the basement.
Correct.
Okay. So you enter the basement. You open up the hatch door. You crawl down the stairs. Your light emanating around you, like lighting up the room enough for you to see. What do you look like? What are you trying to do?
I'm looking for living or dead people.
Roll me an investigation check or a perception check, whichever one you want. You're gonna get something no matter what you get.
Well, I got a 2, so
That's you.
Beautiful.
You go down there, and on a 2, you definitely there is at least one dead body down there, completely drained of blood. You don't know how long it's been dead. You're not able to really tell much more about that, but like right as you walk down the stairs, there is a dead body.
Yes. Would you call us to go down there or anything?
no, I think I'm gonna carry the body back upstairs.
Okay. So he walks back up the stairs. I'll say this is happening kind of while you're looking through. So as you walk up, you sit up with the key and the note in your hand. And as you sit back up, he walks out of the room with the hatch door with this dead, drained body in his hand.
Did you kill
Obvious
another
vampire.
person?
No, I didn't.
Obvious
kill another
vampire
person.
marks. Or
He rolled a 2. You'd have to investigate.
I guess can I?
I said he would get something. I didn't say he'd
Yeah,
get
so
everything.
They would probably investigate as well.
16 for me.
This is a little tricky. That's a 13.
On a 16, you see puncture marks. You also see the paleness in the face, and you're able to tell that it's been dead for a couple of days. It doesn't seem like they turned this body; they just used it as food. There's like a couple sets of puncture marks, like they've let it dry over time.
Okay.
You know.
in this moment, I want to do one of my eyes of the grave, my undead ping. Do I sense any undead still in the area?
One sec. Will you go grab my calendar out of the thing over there? Does it pick up dead undead or just alive undead?
Alive undead.
I know that's like a weird thing to say, but man, that's a good question. Good question. So you shoot off the ping. Okay.
Because I think seeing the body would just have me like, shit, is there anybody else?
And it's 60 feet, not behind total cover.
60 feet, not behind total cover, or protected from divination magic.
Right. Go ahead and roll me. Is this a spell or a natural ability?
It's a class ability.
Roll me a religion check.
Oh, I'm going to it. I already know what it is.
Force a habit, I suppose.
Ooh, 17. That's good for me. Can I give myself guidance?
No. 17. There's a ping within 60 feet of you, and on a 17, you feel like it's outside of the church.
Okay.
The
I'll
key,
probably go to a window and look, but
Are you telling me about it?
not yet.
the key I got. Did it seem? You said it seemed like it was from a chest, not
It
like.
looks like it might unlock like a drawer in a bedroom, or like a bed, like a. I want to say tool chest, but like a bedside
End table?
chest, like an end table type chest.
So it wouldn't just be like the door to the cellar or something like.
No.
It seems okay. It seems more. Does the father like? Does he live in this temple? Would that? Would I?
I think that Darren character knows the answers to that. He does like the church members live in the church here. There's like rooms for them.
I guess can I roll like a deeper like investigation on the key or history on the key to see if it's like something that is like a key to like a temple in the church or a simple chest key, or if it's
Like a money box.
Or go ahead and roll me like
you know
that.
what I mean,
Yeah,
just
a
so
specific
I can
investigation.
understand what type of key it is better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me like a
I don't know what would
just
you like?
investigation.
Investigation.
Another investigation specifically on the key.
Okay. Do this with advantage. Good, because that's a 2. The first one's a 7, and the same result. 2 2s in a row. 7.
It seems like it unlocks the chest or like a bedside nightstand drawer or something like that.
Okay. Cool.
What do you? Okay, so you walk up to the window to see.
Yeah. Go ahead.
You what's your passive perception? If it's higher than an 18,
21.
21, you look out the window and it's the daytime now, so you see Barovians walking around. You see you see like Barovians like walking around, like going about like their daily activities, and some snowfall on the
Okay.
ground. It's starting to snow today.
None of the figures seem to be obviously standing and watching. Or
No.
I wouldn't spend too much time. It would just be like a brief look. Don't see much.
Okay.
Well,
Um
it seems like we're not wanted here for too much longer. Let's get the hell out of here. We did your
Yep.
mission of God.
Yep.
Let's.
I'm satisfied.
Madam Ava.
Did we check for? I'm sorry, I don't know if that was part of your investigation. For any like office space, is there anything, any kind of anywhere I'd find paperwork and communication? Secret
roll
letters
me a
or-
history check with advantage, because your character's wait, no, hold on. Yes, your character has been here before.
While he's doing that, am I able to start taking the 3 bodies outside?
19.
Go ahead and roll me like an athletics check to just see how fast your character's doing it. 19. There is an office here.
Yeah, I'd like to go check out the office. I'd probably say like, hey Donnie, I think there's one more room we should check if maybe you want a convenient hand. We might be able
I got a
to
21.
get some sort
Yeah,
of
yeah.
information.
You
on
pick up all 3
Strahd
at
or
once and you
something.
kind of take them out there.
Any information is good to know. 'Cause
You got the sharpest eyes of the group.
I don't know about that. I'm just a little body.
Is there any like paint or something where I could paint like a Raven Queen symbol in this church? Like it's an
Mm.
outpost that's been liberated.
Are you going with them to the office?
No, I'm just kind of chilling on my own.
You're just sitting there. Well, there's nothing sitting in a hallway like paint or anything like that, but there might be. You'd have to go look for it, right?
Maybe their blood. Paint with their blood. I do like a performance check.
Actually, do you want to paint the
That's
Raven Queen symbol
Pretty
with their
metal,
blood?
but I don't know if she'd be okay. It's pretty sick. I like that.
Performance with disadvantage.
Hold on.
I don't know if she'd like that or not like that, but that's
I'm sending it.
fucking
She'll tell me later.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm sending it now.
it's
Hold
fucking
on.
sick.
Yeah, roll me a religion check.
Religion?
Mhm.
That's cock as fuck. That is a 19.
You go to start painting in the blood of a vampire, the Raven Queen symbol. And as you touch the last tip of the lines together to complete the symbol, what'd you get?
19.
It starts to glow a sickest black, and then it burns away in the blood. The symbol
the
that you
symbol, it
painted on the
burns.
ground burns away.
I'll log that one away.
You share that with anyone when that after?
If you come back, maybe. If you tell me about the undead, motherfucker.
It wasn't anything.
It wasn't anything. I
I
just
get-
went away.
I get pings in Barovia all the time.
Alright, I'll tell you when you get back.
Okay, so you guys go to the office. You
Yeah.
enter the office and you see in there an old desk and a chair, a holy wooden symbol mounted above them. It's like a big sun. A 10-foot long iron rod attached to the north wall stands bare, suggesting at once like a tapestry was what's on it, like some type of like ordained picture. And then there's a wooden cabinet with 4 tall doors.
Let's take the rod. Can I do
The
that?
rod.
The iron rod with it where the tapestry used to be.
Mhm.
I'll go to the cabinet.
Let's see. God damn it, that's a 7 again. That's a 7 on 3 investigation. But
Skill issue?
here we go. Advantage.
17
The
in
cabinet is locked.
Just for waiting.
God damn it. That's 2. That's a 9.
A 9.
Yep.
This rod held a tapestry at some point. It held some type of like. You can see like tatter remains on it on a 9 and like some coloring on it, but there's just like some strands left over. You're not really able to pick anything up.
Donnie, I think this cabinet is locked. You wanna try that key you found?
Can you see if the key fits on one of those?
So you,
With the, what's that?
the key is for the cabinet. There's
Okay,
there's
it
no
is. Okay.
dice are for if the world doesn't know what's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
happen, and you have the key to the cabinet, right?
Let's go.
So you open the cabinet. As it opens up, moths fly out. Get that smell
Of moth.
of like just old like dankness. Bunch of moth fly out. You get this like retching smell of just like rottenness in there. You see. Go ahead and like investigate the inside of the cabinet. You're gonna get something no matter what. Guidance. Okay.
Can I give him advantage? Well, you already have advantage.
Yeah. Okay, that one's a
Remember, he gave
21.
you guidance.
Dirty 21. And then that one's a 24.
Let's go.
Roll your guidance on it.
26. No, 27.
32.
Hell yeah.
You find a potion of greater healing.
Okay.
Make sure it's an actual potion of greater healing, not a poison.
You find a you find a steel dagger.
Mm.
You find 5 gold coins with Strahd's likeness stamped on them, and you find a journal, some type of diary-looking thing. And when you open the journal, you see, kind of like, 1 second. You see things along the lines of like, higher master. You see things along the lines of, you see souls, question mark, in like a circle. You see things like, you see another note saying that, not, 1 second, sorry.
When you said higher master, is it like hearing something.
higher, like I'm higher than like
Yeah.
higher master. You see something. You see, don't know where she came from. You see,
Gee.
you see, specialized hunters in the area 3.
Wait, come again?
Specialized hunters, and then you like see the number symbol 3, and then you see rebellion.
These are just buzzwords.
And then you see
Irina?
you
Yeah,
see
that's what I was gonna
Tatiana
say.
written question mark circled. Thank you.
Damn you, David.
Sorry,
I forgot
That's
her
what you
name
see.
was not that.
I got it. I got it backwards.
The she,
Tatiana, what?
in my opinion, is Irina.
Question mark.
And the 3 specialized hunters were the 3 of us.
The original 3, yeah.
The 03 instead of OG. It's 03.
The one with
Just like the
Original
Kendrick
where
song
2 of them
says.
are dead.
Yep.
It's just me.
That's a good reference.
Bum.
What's your reference? I can't say half the words in that song.
Yeah.
I'm too white. I'm gonna grab my drink. Okay. So what's next?
So we're headed to Madame Ava, right? Is
Yeah.
everybody ready to roll? Ready to roll.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You just made me relive the whole song in my head right now.
I mean, do you share the journal with everybody?
Of course.
On the road.
I'm taking the 3 bodies to the side of the church where it's the entrance to the graveyard. And then I'm going to do my burning hands.
You're gonna like set these bodies on fire.
Yep.
Okay. That has an attack bonus too, right?
It's a Dex 15 save.
Okay. Well, they're all
Something
dead.
tells me dead bodies auto.
They're gonna autofill. You catch these bodies on fire, and a bunch of Barovians stop and look at you.
Wouldn't it be
You
out
s-
back where no one could see? Or
He
is
walked
it
around
in
the
the
church
graveyard.
to the side of the church.
It's on the side, not the back.
Yeah.
That's right.
And there's Barovians tilling fields out there, right? Like it's in
Yeah.
fields. Like there's like people working like their fields and stuff, gathering up the last little bit of like potatoes or whatever they have left before the frost truly sets in and kills everything. And roll me
Sleight of hand.
no, the bodies catch on fire and they start going up into the heavens. And what are you just doing this to confirm that the bodies are done?
I'm doing it for multiple reasons. I want to be ceremonial. I do believe bodies should still be buried, but I
Mhm.
also don't want the dead coming back to undead.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just feel like it is a proper thing to do for these bodies, especially being holy men.
And vampires.
Least I can do it. It's like the least you could do kind of thing.
And I think when burning these bodies, I'm going to pay homage to their god, the Morning Lord.
Do roll me a religion check with advantage, and then a persuasion check with advantage.
16, but I think that's minus 3, so that's 13. And then, so that was the religion. And persuasion is going to be a 15 with minus 2, so 13.
Was that with advantage too?
Yeah.
So what was your religion?
It was a 13.
So 13.
Yeah.
I think on those two combined checks, you're offering up like you don't really say prayers, but you're like at least they worship this God, so they're I don't know whatever rights I can give them. I'm gonna do the best. You see when you turn around that with your like your character background, you see like a Barovian nod to you and like a sense of like thanks, like yeah, you get like a nod of like thanks. It doesn't seem like all Barovians are mad at you for what transpired the day before. Okay. So now are you guys still in the church? What are you guys doing?
We're all outside.
Just yeah, I feel like we would have found what we found,
So
and then
you-
probably followed Calathar.
Yeah,
to
so you watch
see the
Calathar
ceremony.
Yeah.
light these fighters up.
Probably look at Calathar and be like, for being a man of God, that was I can respect that.
Do I know how
I don't think I
tolerant
don't think I would have
the
done that
Raven
much.
Queen is of other religions?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a religion check with advantage.
12.
You can't really pick out any certain stories, but you've heard of her working with other gods before.
It wouldn't offend me to witness another god's.
No,
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think so. At least not on a 12.
Damn. Sound like it is.
As the bodies start disintegrating and turning into ash, Ismark rides up on a horse and hops down and goes, "Travelers, are those what I think those bodies burning? Is that what I think they are?
You were correct.
But there's 3 of them."
Well, another
Someone from the
victim.
village must have been food.
Any reports of a missing person in the last week or so?
4 of them probably since the execution.
He also hasn't been here.
No, but I will start making an increase into what family is now losing. Was it a female or a male?
No idea.
I feel like we would have noticed.
It's
I don't remember.
call it a female.
Yeah.
As I'll start finding. out
Usually
who's-
women just had do these kind of things.
I added 2 on my
They
investigation.
fall
okay?
into traps
Yeah.
all the time.
So we'll figure.
She read
start
That's
making
a
an increase.
joke.
Might cut that out. I'll start making an increase into what family is missing a daughter or a wife. I was what?
Or a dishwasher.
What? Sorry.
Instead of or a dishwasher.
Definitely cutting that out. He goes.
I think we all have a sullen look. None of us are like happy in that moment, you know.
I think
At least
I'm
I'm
fucking
not.
jiving. We killed vampires, bro. I'm feeling good. I'm call it 9.
Yeah, but for the innocent.
Oh no, nobody's happy about that. Yeah, but that's not shaking my spirit of killing those 2 vampires. I'm feeling pretty good about that. And I'm
So he goes. What are your plans for the rest of the day?
travel, leave your village like we said we would.
I was pretty angry in the heat of the moment. I think the village of Barovia just needs some time to recuperate and figure ourselves out. But that's not to say that at some point you could never be welcome back here. I think I just need to. My father passed away, and I was thrown into a leadership role, and then left right away to find my sister. So I think I need time to meet with my people and just kind of figure out the future of my village. And I don't know if I can do that with outsiders in. So I asked for but a day or two, a couple of days to figure out where my people are at. But I do welcome meeting you guys once more, and I understand the choices that you have made.
It's very noble of you.
I wish you travels on the road. I shall
Thank you.
convene with you later. And he hops on his horse and starts riding.
Does he have nothing to say about the vampires we killed? He wasn't upset or anything?
He already said thank you for taking care of him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But he's not upset or anything?
No, he
He
doesn't like
genuinely grateful.
yeah, he
for-
seemed genuinely grateful. I think he might have mentioned something about like how he was trying to gather enough people for a posse to kind
I
of
think
run that.
I think I
mountain.
would try to reach out and shake a hand. Like just
Roll me a persuasion check.
with advantage.
No. I've given out all the advantage for the entire session already.
God damn it, guys.
Hold on, didn't we make a deal though? Your first roll was with advantage anyway.
That was a long time ago. I had a lot of rolls.
Okay.
I'll take it if you want to give it to me.
What was your persuasion?
It wouldn't.
Oh.
It was worth it asking for advantage.
Sure. Go ahead.
I think I had advantage too.
I think you have one advantage too. I allow my players to give you personal advantage.
Did you see the other
Yeah, I
one?
saw
too?
it first one. Yeah, I saw it first one.
You gotta
Brother.
Yeah.
I think he just doesn't notice your hand and hops on his horse.
I feel like before he like leaves it, I would be like, you know, you're still not maybe my favorite person, but I understand you a little more. You wear your heart on your sleeve. You know, it's there's a lot of moving pieces. Maybe I myself judged a little hardly earlier, you know.
So he says, I understand where you guys are coming from, but you've been here, what, a year? I don't know, even you guys, I
I
have
do.
no idea. I've grown in this. I'm generations of being in this. There is no other life for me. You guys will learn what type of oppression and what type of evils live in this land, and how there is no escaping them. There's only trying to survive. And at that point, he starts to like ride off on his horse.
Maybe we should kill him.
I just think to myself, like, with that attitude, nothing will change.
I
Same
thought
thing.
killing
I would-
guys-
We have to change his
Speaks of him
mind.
lives
But I
on.
can't say that to him. Like, we have to instill hope in the people.
Yeah, I'd be like, and this is why we need the Man of Fire, Calathar. We need more action like that shit. Maybe not. I was pretty wild, my man. I was pretty wild back there.
Yeah, maybe a heads up at the very least.
Enough. Everyone just seems to just kind of see that idly by here and just slowly get the life drain out of them. You know, I don't know. There's a lot of good from where that fire came from. That's what I'm saying. But we need to figure out how to get the fuck out of here as well.
Yeah. Let's get on the road again.
So, you guys are just gonna start hopping on the road?
I think so. Yeah.
Could we maybe buy horses if we can? Is there a stable or something? Could maybe rent a horse from and never return?
I wasn't even sure if that was an option in Barovia.
Because I
Last
think
time we stole horses.
I think
We had
Oh,
didn't
okay.
we have the pony
Might be
cart?
already
Oh,
playing
but that one.
You've lost that too.
Yeah.
is there a neighborhood stable we can pillage and murder?
From the Holy Man.
You guys can
Yeah.
roll me like a history check to see if you can remember what's in the village.
I just roll a really high
You
investigation.
got any Stradix left?
He's never been here.
I do.
Oh yeah, but you've never been here.
Yeah, your history check would be with disadvantage.
Can I roll an investigation, a really high investigation?
With disadvantage.
Oh shit.
It's 22.
22 history?
Fuck.
I got a 19.
That one.
I roll it with advantage and have a +5.
10.
What did you get?
22.
19.
You 100% know for a fact that the Burgess Master would have horses if you didn't already steal them, and he's got that one horse that he rode up on, probably left. There is no stables in Barovia, and if there was someone to buy something from, his store just burned down the night before, or 2 nights before. So,
These all make sense.
So I think we're walking.
Once we can ride Donnie. This is separate from travel.
Do you realize?
separate from
No.
Well,
no, he
no,
says.
no. No.
So you guys start heading out to town, right?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Baby bean.
So let me confer to the calendar real quick, okay? I want to double check that we're all on the same timeline.
By that bag.
What bag?
Your bag over there. Didn't realize my dice.
Okay. So we're getting ready to leave Barovia. What do you guys see? The Ismark rides away. The bodies are burning away. You're making a choice. What is going on?
Well,
Well, say it in game. You're just saying
we,
Mad
okay,
Maven.
we know
That's
it's,
where we're
we know
going.
it's winter, so we can use those codes from earlier for the travels.
Yeah.
We don't know that
Thank you.
there's no pony service, no kind of stables of sorts. So
Right.
we're gonna have to hook it.
Yeah, and I think after our conversations yesterday, we've kind of landed on Madame Ava as our path of travel.
What's the how many days trip would that be?
2.
Madame Ava is on the way to Krezik.
On the way
Kresik was a
to-
2-day trip on horse.
Okay,
Mhm.
so that's like a week.
That's a.
Velaki was 2 days.
I mean, Velaki. So Madame Ava is on the way to Velaki. So you'll find her before you find Velaki. Velaki was a 2-day trip on horse. So without a horse, we're just gonna say time is doubled, right? So it'll be a 4-day trip to get to Velaki
Okay.
on horse, right?
Can I
Do
do
we-
a history check?
Yeah. Okay, so you had the fight with Rahadin yesterday.
Mhm.
And then the day before that is when you got the letter or the invitation to Strahd's dinner, right?
Uh-huh.
So it's been
This in on the
you're on the second day. You're on the second day out of the 7 days that he gave, right?
Correct.
Okay. So you know that it was about, you were told, if I have to retcon this a little bit, you were told about how to find Madame Ava. You come across like a fork in the road.
Yep.
That fork is about a 1 day's ride away. So you know it's probably roughly about probably a 2-day walk.
So It's hop, skip, and jump. What if we jog?
You'd have to roll me enough like survival checks to see if you don't make a bunch of exhaustion jogging. You could make it in a day if you didn't stop and sleep. So that'd be another survival check basically, right?
I like that.
So what do you guys want to try to do?
I say we just regularly go there.
I say
we
yeah,
don't
we
have to
don't
rush
have to
until we
rush.
have to rush.
Exactly.
Okay. So we're gonna speed up a little bit of this. We're gonna kind of get through a little bit. You guys leave town. Perfect. You guys leave town. I'm just gonna say out loud. I'll probably have to. I might be needing to work on this. You were told that the fork at the road is where the gallows is. When you get to the gallows and you have that fork in the road,
You can either go to Velaki or the Krezik / Madame Eva.
well, you can go to Velaki, which also leads to Krezik, because you know that you have to get through Velaki to get to Krezik. But there's that high road that kind of goes through the mountains a little bit, and you were told to take that road up to
Is
Madame
to
Eva.
Eva. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a 2-day walk. So we are going to make a couple of checks. You're going to make a survival check in the morning with advantage because of the coats, but then you'll make a survival check at night that would normally be a disadvantage. So we'll make that a flat check because of the coats, right? And then we'll do an encounter check for each, and then we'll do an encounter check for each day and for each night before you get to Madame Eva. Okay. So let's start off with the entire first day.
Will they also get an? Because we've talked about like, obviously there's no double advantage, but if they're being in my fire aura, do they get an extra bonus to their check?
I will drop the DC you guys need to make for the survival checks.
And can I use guidance for me? I would be,
Sure. Yeah.
ideally.
So what you're
use it.
saying is day and night. I toss and turn.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay. So here's how we're gonna do it though.
Stress.
You're gonna have and we're gonna have an encounter check for each night. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll roll the survival check in the morning, and we'll roll the morning's encounter check. Then we'll roll the night survival check, and then the night encounter check. That way, we'll see how disadvantage affects. You will see how
Just
exhaustion
before
affects.
we start rolling, are these checks taking us all the way to Madame Eva?
Pretty much, yeah.
Am I able to do a history check beforehand for any signs that I can remember referring to Tsar Falls or the high road camping?
I just gave you above that information above the table. You know that when you get to the gallows, you take the high road to the Tsar Falls, and that's where Madame Eva is. So I just
Okay.
um,
Just wanted to.
that's
Making sure.
I
Watch this
I don't
20
think
powered
I,
by friendship.
so I don't think I mentioned that when
Right
I
here, buddy.
first
Right
told you
here.
to see Madame Eva. but
Venti,
she
venti,
did it.
venti,
Sure.
venti. 20.
Okay, so advantage, survival checks with advantage.
Oh. I already have advantage.
Hold on, before anybody tells me a number, I'm setting a DC right now out loud.
I rolled my
The
first.
DC for a daytime survival check, which is different than nighttime, would be
You guys are
16.
still higher.
I got a 17 on the die.
17,
10.
10.
I got an 11. Well, hold up, actually. That's my. Yeah. Oh, I got a 23.
I got a 9.
Okay, so the DC is 16 for a daytime survival check.
Wait, I forgot to add my plus. I'm so stupid. I got a 14.
Did you is that with your
That's with
guy?
everything. Yep.
Okay, so I said the DC was 16.
So
Okay.
you die.
Exhaustion.
I'm chilling. I had 17 on the die.
Exhaustion. And you got a what?
23.
Okay, now let's roll a daytime encounter check.
Yeah, baby. Back to exhaustion, David. Good
Because the
job.
last time I got
It
through
never
those
ends,
exhaustion.
Huh?
I had a
Oh.
feeling I needed to have proficiency in survival.
Okay,
I do.
Plus,
I
he's
do.
a
have
bounty
proficiency
hunter.
in
You know, he's traveling the
Zach.
world alone.
Encounter
roll me a
check.
D12. Dylan, roll me a D8.
D8.
Hate you.
I love it.
Roll up.
8. 6.
Put some English on that one.
Josh, roll me a D4.
6.
I like that it's only 4, but I'm scared because it's only 4.
Uno.
Uno.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Everybody roll me initiative.
No. I'm
Baby beans.
afraid. Ooh.
Where was that? Where was that?
Mhm.
Vamos iniciativa.
Oh wait, is this a disadvantage though?
Do you have just yes, an ability check?
Haha.
Then I'm using guidance.
You do whatever you feel like you need to do, man.
You can use guidance on
It's
initiative.
an ability check.
You can do guidance on an ability
14.
I feel like my last level
I
up
will-
gave
I will
me
in the set.
advantage on this.
Whoa.
Okay. Hold on.
The
Okay,
gods
what'd you get?
just want me to have disadvantage.
What'd you get?
I got a 6.
Damn.
What'd you-
17.
Calathar, what'd you get?
16.
Donnie.
14.
Ooh, single digit crew.
Where's my rolling tray? Oh no. Guys, my roll. Oh, it's not. Everybody, it's okay? I found my rolling tray.
Yep.
It's fine. Nobody panic?
I wasn't panicking. Were you panicking?
I was kind of panicked.
Okay. So it's gonna go. Okay. So as you guys are walking down the down the road,
So this encounter's the same day, right?
yes,
I just
yes, this encounter is the same day.
Mhm.
Yep.
So you guys leave town, you start walking down the road, and probably a couple miles outside of the city, a man hops out with a gigantic axe, and he's gonna scream and yell at you, and basically just yell, like, "Give me all your gold!" At the top of the initiative order, we have Dormir.
Me.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. I'm woefully unprepared. And we are in combat.
We're in combat. We
How
are,
far away is this human?
He popped out probably like 15 feet in front of you guys.
Sweet. I'm going to walk up and maul him.
Oh wow.
I'm just gonna fucking dome him.
Wow.
He scared me, so I'm gonna hit him in the head. That is a nat 1. Wait! Oh, but it's damage rolls I reroll 1 or 2.
So what's your plus though?
Not good. It's 7, so 8 total.
Doesn't
But
matter if it's a nat one.
I could reckless.
I would let you make that decision beforehand. Yeah.
Thank you. That's what I meant to do.
Sure.
I just had to.
You reckless attack. Sure.
Fuck, that's not much better. 14. Does a 14 hit, Cody? It does.
Ooh, let's go.
Nice. Then I'm
Little
going
baby booty on
to.
this guy.
Brah. Wow, let's reroll that. Brah. 6 plus 4, 10 damage. 10 damage, and I'm
damage.
going to. How does he look by that first attack? Did he feel it at all?
He just looks mad. You obviously did damage to him.
Is he an armored thug or is he?
Roll me an investigation check to kind of see what he's wearing.
So much. 30-20.
Dirty 20. He's
Yeah,
wearing like hide
in
armor.
lieu of a nat 20. Not like it would
He's wearing like hide armor.
Okay.
He looks a little crazed in his eyes. Like he lives out in the forest, and like
Is
he
this
doesn't
worth a rage charge?
like he doesn't really belong.
Does he look like a San Diego crackhead?
No.
Oh, that was the feeling I was getting.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
a little bit, yeah.
Just
I mean,
in leather.
Yeah. He
Just
looks
chilling.
crazed out of his mind, like
Yeah.
he just wants to fight for the sake of fighting.
Oh, okay. I'm
Hide armor though not.
kind of with this 10 damage, like hitting him like a get right, boy.
Okay.
And if he's still being a punk,
100% he just looks at you like,
sweet.
again.
And he's going down.
Don't
Is
let
that
him
your
bite
turn?
you.
Yep, that's it. All I'm gonna do is my turn.
Calathar, what's up, my guy?
I guess I'm gonna do a repeat of what my dear friend just did.
Just gonna walk
Yeah,
up,
surround
reckless attack him. Back.
You asked for gold, I have silver.
Kill his ass. Nice.
Does a 17 hit?
17's gonna hit so hard, dude.
Might as well crit with that high number.
So that's going to be 16 plus 17 damage for my first attack.
Boom.
Fuck yeah.
Boom.
And then does a 14 hit?
It did
Yeah.
last time.
A 14 will hit.
And that'll be an additional 20 damage.
Let's go.
Do you do anything else on your turn?
No.
Okay. Donnie, you're up, bud.
This man was
This
bottom
man
of
is
the
awfully strong, awfully chunky. This guy, but I guess my bow would have still had its right on it. It doesn't end until a short rest or I change it.
Nice.
So I would Just take shots with my bow.
Good recall.
Okay.
A 14 will hit.
That's 18
That'll hit.
for the first one, and then for the second one, that is a 21.
Nice.
That'll hit.
So that'll be the D8. Is he undead?
No.
Okay, it was. Then my D6. So the first one would be 16, and then the second one would be 6.
How you doing?
Nice.
Just one arrow hits like right through his dome, and the other one follows like right through it, almost
Robin
like
Hood just
Yeah,
hit.
just like,
buddy.
yeah.
This crazed man jumps out and screams, "Get rid of your gold!" And these two gigantic, hulking, like a man on fire and a half-orc man, run up and both almost simultaneously slash their axes across him. One like an axe slice, metal to the head, and he looks at you, still crazed, and his eyes all of a sudden drops over dead.
I definitely chaos that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I definitely just like. Technically, I got him. Technically, my.
Still only counts as
I like look up as I finish tying my boots. Oh shit, guys.
Can I
Okay.
loot him?
All
Maybe
right.
like he pops out, you pull out your holy symbol, you're like fumbling your drop by the time you pick it up, you're like, wait, okay.
Can I loot that body?
Sure, roll an investigation check.
That. That's a 17 on the die.
You find 2 gold pieces.
Ooh, he was.
What if I
rich,
went
dude.
more? What if I had a higher one?
You would find 2 gold pieces.
2 more? That's a big deal.
Solid 2 whole.
What
gold
if I
pieces.
went deeper?
There's no deeper. There's just
Think
guys.
you
If
find
your rules necessary. There's no deeper to go.
What if
I'm gonna
I
put
wore
those
his
2 gold
skin?
There
pieces.
is always deeper.
Would
If I
that
take his
be-
blood, does that count as a
Under
haste
advantage?
spell?
No, and no. Okay, everybody roll me your nighttime survival check. This one will be flat unless you have disadvantage.
Am I able to rage
Yeah,
for it?
I have advantage
But-
on survival.
After this one,
So disadvantage cancel out. You still roll it flat.
Nice baby.
So but I don't have regular disadvantages because I don't have exhaustion. So like,
You-
do I just keep my regular
Hold
advantage?
on. One sec. What were you saying?
I got lost because I was trying to understand Josh.
Okay. So you had advantage.
I have advantage on my survival checks. Why was everyone else rolling a disadvantage? Is it because of exhaustion or
nighttime.
because of disadvantage?
Nighttime is you wouldn't
Okay.
hit.
Or like
So
Got it.
normally nighttime you would roll your survival checks with disadvantage, and daytime you'd roll them flat. You guys found coats, so that makes daytime at advantage and nighttime flat with coats, right? But then whoever has exhaustion rolls disadvantage on this roll.
Okay. In that case, I would roll an advantage in daytime because everyone gets advantage, but I still have advantage on my character and advantage in nighttime because everyone's rolling flat. Because
Yeah,
I
like,
You
have
can
we-
still
advantage.
have your advantage.
Are we stacking and stuff now, or
I'm
is it
not against stacking. If you can convince me
I'm
that
not
a
even-
max for
because of this conversation right now, and I'm confused? That's why I.
okay.
It made sense to me. I'm
So
not.
let me-
I'm not
let's go,
stacking.
Kellen.
I'm,
Let me
I'm
go
not,
character by character.
I'm not dumb.
Let me go character by character. It is nighttime.
I am.
Normally, nighttime would be at disadvantage.
Right.
You guys got coats. So
Right.
now, as long as you guys keep the coats in your inventory, night times are now at an advantage.
Yeah.
Or at a flat. But if you have exhaustion, you still have disadvantage on ability checks.
But he's also in my fire aura.
Okay,
If
so
you
you can
should
roll
lower.
it straight.
Okay.
You can roll it straight. You can roll yours straight. Are you in his fire aura?
Mine would be
yeah.
with advantage.
Because
Because I-
still,
Yes.
he gets actually. He
Yes,
just
yours
has
is with
it.
advantage.
I've been rolling sexy, so I'm chilling. Whatever you want to decide.
Yours is. You
I think I'm just flat.
Yeah,
If,
yours is
yeah,
just-
if I'm flat, he's flat.
Okay. Yeah, you're rolling flat.
But
You're rolling flat. He's got
am I
advantage.
able
and
to
you're rolling flat.
rage for the check?
Sure, you got to waste or wage. Rage.
Waste the
23.
wage.
23. The DC, I have a DC in my mind
It
for
was
nighttime.
okay.
What'd you get?
Exhaustion is what I fucking got.
Haha. Skill issue.
Okay, what'd you get?
I have a 25.
What'd you get? Just tell me the number.
9.
11.
What'd you get?
25.
What'd you get?
23.
Exhaustion.
Now, are we taking a long rest with food and water?
You will be after the fight.
Oh,
We're rolling for an encounter check now.
What if we don't get an encounter?
Then that's fine. Okay, so David,
I hope we
roll me
do.
a D12. Josh, roll me a D8.
One, baby, big one, big ones, big ones.
I'll roll a D1.
I got a 1 last time.
11.
Uy, pero que la cagaste, mijo.
Hey, high numbers weren't bad
Yeah.
last time.
A 5.
This is 16.
Balances out.
Roll me 3d6.
I got,
Oh, god
no.
damn it, dude. 111. 111.
That one counts. That's a 4. That's a 6. That's a 5.
Fuck you.
God damn it. That's 15.
Okay.
I'm a traitor. Sorry, y'all.
I can't
Everybody-
believe you said that counts.
So that's 15, right? Everybody go ahead and roll me.
Or do you just want to use the same initiatives?
already-
Yeah, we can use the same initiatives. That's fine.
I re-rolled.
I'd like to re-roll.
Everybody re-roll that. I don't care. Re-roll. It's a new battle. It's a new time. I'm gonna break. You rolled 15.
Me? No, I rolled
No,
higher.
that was the number.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna break this into
Yeah, I
3
got
groups.
one
of-
higher.
Holy
That
fuck.
totally was better for me, dude.
You had me roll 3d6.
Mhm.
You're a motherfucker.
Hey guys. let's
They're
do a bunch
needle
of zombies.
blights.
15 dire wolves? Is that
It's
what's
needle
coming
blights.
next?
It's zombies.
Remember the 6 dire wolves? Dude, that was
Not even bad.
horrible.
Okay. Hold on.
We got this.
I'm rolling so bad.
You have 2 levels of exhaustion. That's what I'd be more concerned with.
Okay. What'd you get?
7.
19.
19.
15.
19, but with disadvantage, so it's a 7.
Fuck yeah.
Speed half.
Ouch.
Okay. Give me 1 sec. Dormir, you got a 19.
Yes, baby.
What's your dex?
High. 20.
No. What's your dex like plus? You have a negative
Plus 5.
plus 5 to your dex.
My dex.
He's a super.
It's about to be a +4.
Like a baby.
The great Magnifico has come for you.
He's come for me in a different world.
baby.
He remembers.
Forgives but never forgets.
Yeah.
He knows the
I think he lived, didn't he? He
No,
never died.
No,
He
he
died.
died.
I
Oh, did he?
murdered the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
Well done. Well
This
done.
might be where he comes when he dies, though.
Yeah, true.
So don't.
It goes from like,
It's like the first level.
Yeah.
What the hell?
This is rough, guys.
Storm King.
Side note, because
Strahd,
I'm sure
Descent
I
into
was gonna
Invernia.
guess most of
who's
this
the,
is gonna
who's
get
the
cut out.
deepest layer of hell and DM? Just
I want to go to hell in one of our campaigns.
Dude, Descent
Can
into
we
Vernius.
please
We're
go
doing
to
it.
hell? That's
It's already
Like
it's
a full
planned.
Dante's Inferno.
beautiful. Beautiful.
Guys, I have a whole. Don't worry about the next campaign.
Dr. Descent of Avernus, the story's made as fuck.
We can make it good.
No, I know. We know that, though.
Yeah.
Dude, D&D is like
I just
Subway.
wanna
If your
go
sandwich is
to-
bad, you made it.
It's like NavPod. Have you listened to NavPod? You gotta listen to NavPod.
I have also
I
never
want
listened
to.
He takes all the different campaign modules and runs them as like 5 to 10 session short adventures, and
There you go.
that's
Yeah.
a fucking nice way of incorporating some shit, but like twisting it and making it.
Calathar, what'd you get on initiative?
Let's
You
go
said
back.
9 or
7.
7. And then Darren, what'd you get?
7.
Okay, so you guys will share an initiative.
Skiat.
That's my
Okay.
guy.
You say scat?
No.
Gross.
It's my OG from session 3.
OG from session.
It's so sad it couldn't be from session 1. I'm so sad. One day I will return.
Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry about this.
Oh
guys.
my
I'll
goodness.
probably end up editing some of this out.
Can I have some water, David?
You done.
Thank you.
He was thirsty.
I
I'm a
really
thirsty
want
boy.
us to go investigate the Green Lights. Because
Let's do it tonight.
We can. I
Fuck
think.
it.
I
Yeah,
think
just,
we can meet Durden again.
just
if we
do
go
flying. Go
investigate
check it
the
out.
Green Lights.
Oh, I was fucking with my spells. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So I'm going to state this out loud.
Mm-hmm.
You guys rolled 15, right?
Yes.
So that's 15 combatants.
Yes.
I rolled them in 3 groups of 5, and 2 of them rolled back to back. So there's just going to be a ton of them going in like,
Super.
just giving you guys a heads up.
Coolio.
You guys make it through the fight with that random berserker.
Mhm.
You make it down the road. You actually, what would you guys have made it by now too? That could be important.
We're by a source of water.
You guys
We
make
made
it.
it one day.
Yeah, you made it about 1 day. You guys, before we get into this, let's pull up to the gallows. Nighttime is starting to fall. Snow is starting to pick up, and
The
it's
gallows where Caleb was.
Where fake Caleb was.
and you guys look up at the
Rest in
gallows now,
peace.
Mhm.
and you guys see the innkeeper's body swinging from the gallows.
Nice.
Yeah.
And the snow is starting to fall too much. The wind is picking up. Everybody's getting tired and cranky. And this is where you guys decide to set up camp for the night. So you pull off to the side. There's like a little. We've already
think-
established.
If I saw that, we would probably pull the body down and give it like a proper burial.
No, because
You
at
wouldn't?
this moment I would finally tell the group. Last time when we passed, when Caleb's body was swinging from the gallows, it wasn't Caleb's body. This is not the innkeeper's body.
Yeah, that's true. I did forget about that.
So
Because I didn't never
I forgot.
mention that to anyone else.
yeah, this is like in world. Like you guys always thought it was Kalen's body, and Zach's character was the only one who's. Kalazar was the only one that knew that it was not actually Kalen.
So what did you
from
see,
that.
Calabar? What if it's not the innkeeper's body? Who was it? Is it just another body? What is it?
I'm not a magic man like this guy, but something's up with these gallows and shows you
Can
things.
I Arcana check the gallows?
I was just thinking the same thing. Can I just give him advantage
Sure.
and guidance? Or if he already has Arcana, if he already has,
I
advantage,
already have advantage on Arcana.
then I'll just give you guidance and I'll just roll one myself, just on the off.
It's fucking 23.
Roll the guidance.
I didn't even roll advantage actually. Hold on. It's not 23.
Do you get the D4 from his guy?
Oh no, I didn't roll the d4.
You do it 3.
So
Okay.
26.
Mhm.
Okay. Is anybody else rolling any checks on the gallows?
I'll see if I can. Just
Can I?
Oh, he did not 20.
Just in case, I'll throw it out there.
Nice
go.
job.
I just saw the shine of the die. I was
I
like,
love that dice, dude.
Wow, you were hold on before you were asking a question as you rolled a snap 20.
No. Take it back.
Oh,
man.
I needed that.
Well done.
You walk up to these gallows, Calathar's words ringing in your ears. You're replaying them in your mind. It wasn't Caleb. It wasn't Caleb. I don't think this is the innkeeper's body.
this definitely wouldn't have checked it until you brought that up.
On a nat 20, you walk up. On a nat 20 Arcana check, these gallows are protected. You get the weird sense of feeling you would need a strong type of you would need a strong like disintegrating type spell to destroy these gallows. Setting them on fire, they would come back. Chopping it down, they would come back, right? These gallows seem to be protected as if the world itself has decided that these gallows belong here. You got a nat 20, and I know it was a nat 20 Arcana, but it's going to get you a good amount of information. Strahd seems to hang. This seems to be
Like where he posts his message.
this seems to be a message to the people around you. So on that nat 20, you get the sense of the feeling. You look at this body, you know this was the innkeeper. This was the innkeeper your entire time you were at the bar. This was the innkeeper when the night that you met Calathar's group. This was the innkeeper when you first got back in the town. But because you figured out that the innkeeper you saw at the crowd wasn't the real innkeeper, Strahd punished this man for you guys's for your guys's
Helping us, aiding us.
well no, just because you figured out like Strahd was using him as an identity.
Yeah,
and now this man
it
lost his
broke
life
it.
over it.
Oh shit.
Interesting.
He just had to cut his identity. He cut his loss.
Yeah.
Mhm.
For my own sake, can I use magic awareness?
What did I read? What it said?
As an action, you can open your awareness to the presence of concentrated magic until your next turn ends. You know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet that is behind total cover. When you sense a spell, you learn which school of magic it belongs to.
That's nice.
Yeah, you cast that and you see a couple glyphs written like on the gallows, like protection type glyphs that would be protected from all the.
I'm gonna point them out to you in case you want to like maybe destroy or like if you were wanting to like end whatever.
On your
creepiness
nat
is
20
happening
Arcana,
here.
these are very
I
powerful.
would say I don't know if I'd be able to, but I'd like to record them down
Sure.
for later.
Sure.
To see if we see those runes anywhere
Sure.
else.
Yeah,
or-
I'll make a note of that and I'll get you that information.
And then in that moment too, I think I'd like to do my undead ping in this spot.
You do your undead ping. and it starts flashing red all around you. Red, 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 red. You guys look around, you start seeing swarms of zombies start surrounding you. Dormir, you're first in the initiative order.
Raging.
Perfect way to start the fight. Okay, you go into a rage. You see about 15-ish zombies.
More or less.
More or less.
I'm gonna roll a d8.
A wave of zombies.
Oh boy, what zombies? Why are you rolling the d8?
'Cause
Oh, is this your wild magic
my
rage
wild
thing?
magic?
Okay, what'd you get?
This is the first time I'm doing this. So
Yeah.
until your rage ends, you are surrounded by a multicolored protective light. You gain a +1 bonus to AC while you are within 10 feet. Your allies gain the same.
Okay, so what one did you roll on your d8?
D6.
D6.
Or I rolled a 6 on my D8. So that's the until your rage ends, you are surrounded by a multicolored protective light.
Okay. Well,
Which-
remember I said right now, as of now, every turn you're gonna re-roll this
True.
to figure out.
So for this turn, everybody who's around me also has a +1 to their AC.
So a little above table talk. He's not in full connection to his goddess right now, right? So normally this wild magic thing would he would get to keep it for the entire fight, but because I feel like he's not in full control, he's got to re-roll to see what type of bonus for the round that he gets.
Some of them can get pretty nutty, and if I can use them every turn as a bonus action, this is kind of a cool way to like grow into that.
I know wild magic.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
badass.
I know that.
Okay, perfect. So now everybody that stays within 10 feet of him gets a +1 to their AC.
Yep. And I'm gonna run up to whatever nearest group of zombie is closest to me.
Sure. So we'll use this as kind of like a map. I don't really have characters. So does anybody have their characters?
Yes.
I have mine.
I do. Pull 'em up.
I have.
Yep.
I think it's
So you grab me something. Use something as a character. Everybody should have their character by now. I don't know why they don't.
Because we have backup characters and we've learned to not get
somebody
attached.
could use this as a character.
I have so many characters.
Okay, where are the Skiddos? They're all destroyed. We're not gonna use them. Okay, so who's his what character?
Mine's a little
Calathar is
plastic guy.
Calathar.
Okay.
I'm the little plastic guy.
You're a little plastic guy.
That's right.
Alright,
Red gummy.
since I don't have like enough figurines for this, we'll basically say there's like 5 coming from here, 5 coming from here, 5 coming from here, and they're all roughly 25, 30 feet away.
Okay.
It'll take your full movement to get to them. Okay, Dormir, what are you doing?
That, like I said, I'm running up to whatever first group is on.
Perfect. Those are the groups. Perfect.
Okay.
No, there's only 3 groups. Oh, perfect. Yep.
So I'm gonna run up to this
Do you have
bozo.
full movement?
Yep.
You don't have any.
I don't have any exhaustion.
Okay.
You'll never give me exhaustion.
Vic.
So he says.
Does a 8 + 7, 15 hit?
A 15 will hit.
Bad.
I'll call this zombie 1.
Bad.
Group 1.
I'm going to.
Zombie 1, group 1.
Yeah, baby. I'm gonna do some damage. Is what the fuck I'm gonna do. Blah. Does a 18 damage.
18 damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
This zombie's already looking seriously fucked up.
Bet.
Like you chop into it and rotten pieces of flesh fall away from it. It's still standing, but it looks seriously deterred.
Bet. That will be that.
Okay. So do you have anything else you're gonna do on your turn? Okay. So you ran up to the group 1 of zombies.
Mhm.
There are 5 zombies standing there.
Unless you let me shout at the other group and be like, "Hey, I'm over here. Zombies, come fuck with me."
That's totally fine.
Come fuck
Everything
with me,
that you just
zombies.
said is fine. But these 8 that are still standing next to
Mhm.
you, they are still gonna attack.
Bet. Fuck me up. Bite me, bitches.
I'm gonna do Blood Curse of the Eyeless on just 1 attack on one of them.
Do you get that back in a short rest?
I can do it every reaction.
Oh, you're so good.
Okay, so what does that do?
Take 4 away from their attack roll.
Okay, so the 4 that you're
If
gonna
I
take
amplify,
away,
it's for all their
I'm gonna
attacks,
say
so
this
I'm
out
just gonna
loud.
do 1.
the 4 you take away from the attack roll will be on my white
Okay.
dice. Okay?
I'm just gonna do it for 1 attack. If I amplify, you can do it for all their attacks or the creature's attacks, but
Okay. So you
Yeah,
took
take
4
damage
away,
to amplify.
right?
From the white, yeah.
So 12.
No.
I'm just curious
12 hit you?
if
No.
don't wanna do it.
You're gonna need
Just
a
does-
21.
Does a 13
Shit,
hit?
with that.
No.
Are you good?
Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
16 hit?
No.
Does a 20 hit?
No.
No? Okay. So 1 hit out of 5 attacks.
+1, my goat.
That's nice. Dude.
Yeah, dude.
I already did, but my hands are sticky.
That's 8 points of damage.
Ow! Oh, but I'm raging.
That is bludgeoning damage, so you can half that to 4. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
That was that zombie group's turn. They're surrounding you, and then we have Donnie. You're up.
The Crimson Right's still up on my bow, so
How long does that last?
until do we do a short rest or a long rest, or until I decide to do another Crimson Right onto like another weapon,
Okay.
in which I have to do damage to myself. So I'll just do longbow shots of the ones that
Hit me.
the homeboy over here hit.
I'd say kill that first one that I
So
did.
I'm gonna go for that first one. It's a 10.
10 to hit.
Yeah.
That'll hit.
Oh, work.
Wow.
Wait, which one are you shooting?
The one the first zombie that.
The one that's fucked up.
Okay.
Zombie 1, Group 1.
Yep. Roll me the damage on that first hit real quick. It's just the first hit.
That's gonna be 11.
11. Okay, 1 sec.
It's undead though, right? Don't you give me
Oh yeah, it's undead. You're right. If it's undead, I get another d6. 15.
Nice.
Thank you. 'Cause it's right up dawn,
Yeah.
and I had now. Oh yeah, my bow has like radiant light shedding 30 feet out of it. So
Nice.
Beautiful.
You shoot through this thing. You shoot this zombie that's already damaged. It hits. The radiant damage explodes through it. Chunks of it start flying off. And it starts to wobble, and almost like it starts to fall. You see the light go out of its eyes. And then the skin heals back together a little bit. And it steadies itself and it stays standing.
I don't like that, Cody.
So it didn't die, or it died and kind of came back a little bit.
It's like undead.
Mm.
It's like double undead, you know what I'm saying? Okay.
I don't understand, and I'm confused.
so it dropped to unconscious, is what you're saying, and then it just like came back up.
Can I roll an Arcana check to figure that out? Or?
Yeah, it would be more like a religion.
I do a
like
history.
religion or a history check.
I would definitely like to know. Something out here. 9.
Yeah, you're not really able to shoot.
Disadvantage.
It's doing undead things. Donnie, what are you doing next?
I hit the same one that came back up.
Nice. Fuck it up.
You gonna roll an attack?
15.
Yeah, it has 1 hit point left, so you hit it, and the second arrow flies through, hits it, rips into pieces, and it falls over.
Yes. Yes. I see. I see.
Question. I thought we were doing cleave damage. Would
It's
that
a bow.
have counted? But
yeah,
it's
but
not
you're in a
cleave.
group, so roll.
It could have like pierced it and went into one
yeah,
behind it.
The
sort of a deal.
secondary roll type, absolutely. So go ahead and roll damage on that. You will be able to hit the next one because yeah. Thank you for.
I was just curious.
I didn't know if it applied to both, so
Yeah.
Yeah, the cleave damage I'm doing
14.
is 14. You seriously fuck up another one, yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Good job. We'll call that zombie 2.
Cool. And then
I like your method.
As a zombie gets hit, that's the number of zombie that it is.
Have these ones gone yet?
No, it's still Donnie's turn.
I'll probably just use my movement to get further away from like the set of waves. Like I'm just
Okay.
trying to fucking.
So
Yeah,
kind
I
of
was gonna
talk
ask.
back.
Are there like trees, obstacles?
Yeah, I
any
gotta
kind
see
of
if I can just.
cover?
I don't need to like. I can't stealth them or roll like that. I was just using my movement to move back. That's it. I'm just kind of doing
that not
bow
what this
stuff
map
right
is?
now, so I'm trying to
Huh?
get away from the
Yeah.
front line.
I'm thinking if
I'm
I
just
could
seeing where
get
you guys
to
are
this
at.
other group.
Yeah, there's trees off to the side. You'll be
Okay,
able
if
to
I
hide.
go in the trees, I'm not trying to front line. That's all.
For sure. Okay.
I can, but not. There's no point right now.
Okay, we're gonna call this group 1, group 2, and group 3. Just in a
Yes, sir.
counter. Group 1,
That's
group
two.
group 2.
He just set it up.
So
Yes.
They're gonna run to you.
Yes. Come.
And
Come,
then this
my
one's
zombie
gonna run up
friends.
to
Beautiful.
So one had 8. How many does 2 have?
I'm gonna get. Ooh, good.
Group 1 had 8 zombies. How many?
there's 3 groups of 5. You rolled 15 zombies. That's what your
Oh,
roll
I see what
was.
you're
There's
saying.
15 zombies. There's 3 groups
I
of 5.
see.
Okay. So there's going to be
We
5
take
more.
it down 1 of group 1.
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
baby.
Yep. 1
Hit
out of
me.
1.
Hurt
We're gonna
me.
roll
It's only
5
turn 1.
We're going to roll 5 attacks against
Dorme.
Dormir.
You need a 21 to hit.
That'll be 2 hits.
All right. It's halved.
Yeah. So when I give you the number, I'll have it in my mind, right?
Please let me know if any critical 20s happen.
I will.
Ditto. I use my reaction.
Hey, between both of us though.
I only have 1.
Wait, it
That's
was just your
9
turn.
points of damage.
Halved or
That's
just
already been halved. That's already been halved.
Bet.
Okay. The other 5
Totally
are going to
sprout.
take attacks against.
I'm not sure.
Right, it's within a round.
They're going to take their attacks against. That's Darren, right?
Yes.
Going to be a natural 20.
That will be. I'll use my reaction to negate that with one of my class features.
So I still hit, right? I don't have to re-roll, right? It just
Correct.
gets rid of the crit, right?
Yes.
So that's 2 hits.
It is my sentinel.
What's your
attack
AC?
door. 18, 19 now, thanks to
Nope,
or
you're
no,
not
no,
within 10
no,
feet.
within 10 feet. Yep.
So that'll be 2.
I like how he's like, "Hey, everybody, stay within 10 feet of me," and then ran off.
It'll just be 2 hits.
2 hits. Okay.
2 hits. 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
That is some good fucking damage.
Okay, that's all the zombies' turn. Darren, my guy, you are up.
Darren is going to call the spirit crows, my spirit guardians. I'm gonna summon, and just be surrounded by my golden spectral crows and have them start attacking.
And at the beginning of that, do they make their saving throw?
Yes.
Okay, and it's a wisdom.
It is a wisdom save of 16.
That is 2 passes.
Beautiful. That is 12 damage.
And then if they pass, it's 6, right?
Yes.
So we'll go zombie 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we'll say that 6 and 7 pass, so they took 6 damage. And the other ones failed, so they took the full 12 damage, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
And then just to clarify, because that's a spell, I can't do a healing word on this.
Nope. Unless you have like meta magic or something, that's how you do it.
Then that will be my turn.
Calathar, you're up, my guy. How are you so far down in the
wait,
initiative?
do I have a potion? If I have a potion, I'm going to take a potion. I do have a potion. I'm going to take it.
Like I said, I had a 19 on my initiative, but with disadvantage, it was a 7.
Is your green light still on?
Ufa.
It is.
Yeah.
D4 plus 2.
Everybody keep track of that. Okay,
David,
you found a health
looking
potion?
handsome today.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Calathar, you're up.
Ooh, max heal.
Someone want to move me right next to my main mans?
This one?
No.
That one right there.
Oh, hell
Right
yeah.
there, right
Let's
there.
go.
I like the way you put me right there, right there.
Right there, right
Map 'em
there.
up.
I'm assuming my rage is no longer active.
When did you rage for the survival check at night?
Yeah,
How long does your rage last?
10 minutes.
I'll give you this round with it, and
Okay.
then it's gonna go away.
Alright.
Because you guys basically walked up, the wind hit you, you saw the gallows, the zombies came, right? That could have happened within
10-ish
I-
minutes.
10-ish minutes.
Yeah.
So, we'll give you this round with your rage, and then it'll go.
Sweet. All right. Reckless attack. Does a dirty 20 hit?
It'll hit. Tell me, you ran up to
Doing
group
a
3?
cleave to the entire group.
How are you doing that?
If the 5 stack next to each other,
Yep.
if all 5 can hit me, then I can hit all 5.
Yep, facts. Send it.
Is that because of your great axe?
No, that's the cleave rule. The optional cleave rule. If you hit a creature and the next creature next to it has an AC
Well,
the same, and
No,
your damage is gonna
it
be
is because of my
It's a
great
weapon
axe.
mastery.
It's
Oh.
my weapon mastery for
His
the great
cleave, I
axe.
see.
So that's gonna be 17 plus 2, 19 silvered damage to all 5.
To all 5. How'd you get it to all 5? Your cleave can only go to one other enemy, right?
No, that's my cleave
That's
for the
the
great
cleave
axe. I
rules. He's
ha-
using his cleave weapon mastery, which is a sweeping attack, like BG2.
to hit all 5.
How much was it?
19.
I don't know if the exact wording on it, but
Yeah, I don't know what the exact wording on it is.
Yeah, it's fine. For right now,
Do you want me to
Nope, that's
read
fine.
it out?
We'll wait. We'll run it like
I
this
know
for
you
now,
can do something.
and then
like that.
we'll just double
Yeah.
check the wording for the next session. For right now, we'll run it like this. Or on our break, we'll double check the wording for the next fight if
Okay.
there's another fight or something like that. You cleave through all of them, ripping, tearing with your gigantic great axe. Pieces of them falling off. They all start to stumble back and fall over,
these fools.
and then they all put themselves back together and keep looking
Beautiful.
at you.
Second attack.
Second attack.
Do it
Like,
again.
they're just gonna die.
Why it has to be in the dice tray. Zachary.
Does a 18 hit?
An 18 will hit.
Minimum damage is 16.
So you're gonna. How do you wipe out this entire?
I guess I just count all 5 of them in half.
So you swing through, and as you swing, you do like a weird. You've probably taken ballet before. You flip around again, and you just chop them through so fast that as they're putting themselves back together, you recut through them, and 5 more dead zombies
Nice. Get that bitch
fall
off
to
the
the
board.
floor. Right.
This man must have been a logger in his past
Okay.
life. The way he is cutting them down.
Back up to Dormir. What are you doing, my
That-
guy?
I need them to take a wisdom save of 16
For what?
for Turn the Unholy.
And it's a new turn, so you got to re-roll your
I do.
wild magic.
Roll your wild magic real quick.
First? Okay.
Yeah.
Bra. 7. Let's see what that is.
Yeah. What does 7 get?
Ba, 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 ba. Where are you at the
Flowers
moment?
of vine grow around you. The ground within
Oh,
15
for
feet in front of you is difficult terrain for your enemies.
That's kind of shit. That's kind of cool.
Well, no, it means that they're running at you and they only have 5 movement speed to get to you.
They're running.
And then they hit that 15 feet in front of you, they lose their speed and
Yeah,
they can't get to you.
But also
And then-
I'm trying to get them away. I'm using Turn the Undead to get them away from me. So now it makes it harder for them to leave.
Okay, so you said turn on dead.
Yeah. So
Okay,
it's a wisdom save of 16 for these zombies.
they all fail.
Okay, then it says
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, they all fail.
okay, as an action, you present your holy symbol and speak a prayer censuring fiends and undead using your channel divinity. Each fiend or undead that can see and hear you within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw. They failed, or is turned for undead. A turn or for 1 minute, or until they take damage. A turned creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from you as it can. It cannot willingly move into 30 feet of you, and it also cannot take reactions. For its action, it can use dash to try to get away from you.
Is there something about a creature level, like a CR level, them destroyed?
Yeah, there's.
Is it
Well,
a-
no, that's
That's your
Oh, okay.
special thing.
it's
Declare.
destroy undead, which I
Yeah.
think you just get at a
Yeah.
higher level.
Okay.
So they
Cool.
just go away.
So these, all of them?
Yep.
How many creatures can you do it to?
It says any
Any-
fiend or undead that I see within 30 feet.
Okay, so this 15 feet, now this becomes, so their movement is 20, so they would normally get here.
But they can also
They're
all
in
dash.
difficult, so with the difficult terrain, they'll dash and they'll get to like right here.
And then that is until they take damage, they do that.
Yeah, so that was group 1 and 2, so that was their whole turns basically. Donnie, you're up.
Cool.
And group 3 is just fucking gone.
I would not hit
I'd
him.
probably just start shooting at the group that Kalathar was
They're dead.
like. He didn't he rip one group and then there was one group.
No,
There's
Kalathar
two
killed them
groups-
both.
Yeah, there's 2 groups.
Oh.
There's this group is gone, and then there's 2 groups over here by Dormir.
Okay, then I'll just go by Dormir. Sorry, I forgot.
They make a
Kalathar.
wisdom saving throw at the beginning of their turn.
I don't think they do.
They have to. Reread it again.
Okay.
Okay, well I'm just gonna go for an attack on one of the guys over there.
I'm sure they get to re-roll their saving throw.
For
Turn undead?
I don't believe so.
There is not. No, they can't.
Really?
It's
Yes.
until they take damage.
Okay, so he's
Or
going.
the time.
Then I would hit the ones not running away. Then
There are
every
none.
one of them's running away right now. He turned every zombie that's left alive.
I'm just gonna hit one.
Okay,
Just let him
there's-
go.
There's 13 to hit.
Well,
no,
there's
there's 10 left to hit.
there
There's
is a
9 left to
time
hit.
limit,
No,
right?
no, I mean it was a 13
No,
to hit
it
on
just
that
says
dice.
until they
No,
take
hit
damage.
one.
Oh,
We'll
turn
call
for
that
1 minute. So 6
zombie-
turns.
So eventually they would.
Yeah.
So
Okay, you shoot zombie 3.
Okay. And that would be. Dope. And they're undead, so 2 of those 6. Oh fuck yeah, that's almost max damage. Well, that's 21 points of damage.
So you drop 2 of them,
1 for Mets.
and then they pull themselves back together.
Okay, and then for my other attack, my bow, my Crimson Rider longbow, that is 21.
That'll hit. At the same 2 you just hit?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you destroy them. Minimum damage you destroy. What's the damage you rolled?
Right now I'm gonna do, let's see, 7 plus another 6. 15, 20. D6 is nice. It rolls nice for me.
Cool. You just completely destroy 2 of them, and you seriously damage 1 of them.
Yeah.
That was Donnie's turn. The other zombies are just gonna keep. These zombies are all just gonna run away.
Okay.
And then it goes down to Darren's turn.
Darren is just going to. I can't really get to them. I'll just hit him with the Sacred Flame. It's a Dex 16 save.
Which ones?
The group Donnie already hit.
The one that survived.
How many can you hit?
It
With the Sacred Flame.
is just one.
So you choose one zombie out of that one.
Yeah, whatever one.
The one that
Number 4.
number 4. It's a dex save.
Dex save.
He failed so hard. He got a dirty 1.
That's 7
So
damage. Beautiful.
Oh, wait.
11 damage. Hell yeah.
He starts to singe him, and then he pulls himself back together.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Calico, you're up.
gonna just walk 15 feet.
Can you move me 15 feet?
He's with me. 15 feet.
And then am I within 30 feet of one of those groups?
Yeah.
Gets him right at 30 feet, right?
You can hit both.
I will go for the one that's farther.
The one that's already been running away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Taking an attack. Does a 19 hit?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your damage for your first attack.
What are you hitting him with?
Yeah, what are you hitting him with?
Fire.
Oh, hell yeah.
So that's 8 fire damage.
Is it a fire bolt?
The one that
It's a
that
fireball.
was damaged by you is completely destroyed. And then that's 8 damage. I'll do the roll over to the other one. Okay.
And then second attack.
Can you, even as a second attack, can you cast 2 spells?
What was the first one?
Firebolt.
It's not a firebolt. It's my produce flame. It's a cantrip. So
No, it's a cantrip.
Yeah, so yeah.
You can do 2 cantrips.
Yeah.
You can't do 2 level spells in a turn.
Right, but if it's an action, then you only get 1 action.
Ooh, right.
'Cause I
so
can't
you get
do-
2 attacks per action, but
I
those are 2
can't-
melee attacks.
Yeah.
Do you have 2
I
actions you
can't
can take?
do 2 Sacred Flames.
Right. So a Sacred Flame takes a whole action. While your action, you can do 2 attacks. with
so
it.
I believe it's considered it's kind of like a bow, right? Because I
No,
can
but
punch
it's
with
a
it.
cantrip though.
It's a
Like
spell.
it's the
So
produce flame.
It's a
cantrip.
one. It's a whole action to cast it.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
and you're attacked. You get your whole action will allow 2 attacks or 1 cantrip or spell. So
Okay.
yeah. So I think it's just the 1 attack.
And then well,
Because the only
I still get
cantrip
a
that gets
addition.
multiple blasts is Eldritch Blast.
No, never mind. That's also with a melee weapon attack. All right.
Okay.
That's still 6 damage.
Okay. Dormir, you again.
Bet.
Smoke these fools.
I don't know. I don't have anything to do. I'll just hold my turn.
Okay. He's trying to get them to run away.
Yeah, you guys are so willing to fucking. I don't know. Just smoke
They're
them
only
away.
gonna run away for a minute though, and then they're gonna.
Yeah, but if we create distance and we're not, I mean, they're dumb zombies. Who knows if they
Are
can
we gonna rest
backtrack?
here for the night though?
Yeah.
You guys had already started setting up camp when the zombies.
Yeah. So
I
I don't think we can just like let them run away.
Okay, so Dormir holds his turn. That is one zombie left in this group. There's only one zombie left in this group, and then there's this whole group left. Basically, this one zombie takes his dash action to get that much more further away. After Doramir is that one zombie's turn. Donnie, you're up.
Pew pew with the longbow.
I'm gonna get him with the longbow.
26.
That'll hit.
Nice.
So 9 plus 13. 15 points of damage for the first attack. And then the second one, that's 22 to hit.
So yeah, you completely destroyed this zombie, but there's no other zombies around, so the cold cleave thing doesn't take effect.
Okay.
He was the only one close by. So now that group's completely gone.
So now we should have one zombie in the next group.
How many attacks do you have?
2.
You just took 2 attacks on that zombie.
Oh, sorry. I just didn't roll that damage. I guess you were just assuming.
Well, so he had
It was-
one hit point
okay,
left,
got
but
it.
that damage wouldn't roll over to this group because they're too far,
But that was with
right?
one
Yeah.
shot.
That was with both shots. One shot, it wasn't enough. The second shot
I see
finished
it, I
him
see
off,
it.
right? But it was only 1 health point left, so no matter what,
Yep.
you would have gotten on your damage.
No worries. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. I don't
Okay. So then this whole zombies group, they're gonna go that much further as they try to keep running away.
Okay.
And then that's Darren.
I'm gonna go ahead and just start opening the attacks on that group. I do think this is the right thing to do though, because it lets us pick them off one by one. Instead of them charging us as a group and attacking
I'd see
5
that.
at a time.
I just think they're just dumb. I don't think they're gonna come back.
Well, I like killing things. So I also don't want to leave any undead in this world. I'm learning that that is something my God wants of me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to take no mercy. I'm going to move 15 more feet, and I'm going to Sacred Flame Zombie 1 of Group 2.
Zombie 1 of group 2. Let me rewrite.
Deck save of 16, sorry.
He's gonna fail, surprisingly.
5 damage.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
That's not nothing. Is that it, Darren?
That is it. Oh, wait. Bonus action.
Oh.
I'm going to do a healing word on myself.
Nice.
Just to be a little cozy.
Okay.
damn, rolling it.
Does a 24 hit?
It what?
Zombie 1. I'll say you move close enough to do it.
Actually, they have anti-AC.
Yeah.
Bomb.
Is this your flaming thing?
Nope, this is my heavy crossbow, so that's 12 damage.
Oh shit. Okay. Is this the zombie 1, the same one he Sacred Flame?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, you seriously fucked that one up.
And then my second attack does a 16 hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That's 14 damage.
You shoot these 2 crossbows into his back, and they rip right through this rotting, stinking flesh. And as these holes engage, he starts to put himself back together. After Calathar turn, Doramir, you're up.
Short bow their ass.
Okay, so which one are you hitting?
Which one's taking damage?
Zombie 1.
Zombie
Fucking
1
hit
is
that one.
like dead and came back. We're
Mhm.
constituted.
That. It's at that. If I can find. Bet. 24.
That'll hit. Roll your damage.
Does rage damage apply to?
No.
Your bow?
I think that's just melee
No?
attacks. What do you?
Yes, our rage damage does apply
Okay.
because it
So
increases your.
so 10 damage.
10 damage total, right?
Do all hits in attack. See it?
Cool. You completely kill one zombie and it flies in, stabs through the
And
leg
you
of the
need
other.
to roll for your wild magic.
Thank you, Zechariah.
What is a 1?
Shadowy Tendrils leash you. Each creature of your choice that you can see must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d12 necrotic damage. You also gain 1d12 temporary hit points. There is no creature within 30 feet in front of you other than your friends.
Worth.
You doing it to your friends?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
It says
draw.
you choose of your choice.
12 temp.
No, you only get that if you take
It's-
it from the other people.
Oh, I see. You
Also,
take that same
it's
amount.
a D12. I think you
Yeah,
have
it's a
to say.
Oh, that
D12 with
makes sense.
necrotic damage. And how I read it, I could be wrong.
Mhm.
It says they must save the saving throw or take 1d12. You also gain 1d12 temporary hit points. I read that as like you get whatever
same
you
one.
take from them.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you don't
Makes
take
sense.
anything, you don't get anything.
The more damage you do to them, the more you hurt yourself, or the more you heal yourself.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. Donnie, you're up.
Rinse, repeat.
Ain't broke, don't fix.
That's 17.
That'll hit.
Seven, 6, 13. 17 damage for the first one.
Okay, hold on. So it goes through one, rips a huge hole through it. That one puts itself back together and then folds itself back into the back of the head of another one.
Word. To go for attack on the first two I hit. That's 22.
That'll hit.
And 16, 17 points of damage for the second one.
Is that the last one?
You completely destroy one. The other one does the same weird re-healing thing that it does. And then there's two more standing that seem fully fine.
But they've both taken damage.
Seem fully fine.
Hmm.
After Donnie turns, it's those two zombies. So you just hit the one. So one zombie is going to try to walk back to you and get right about here. So we'll just split the difference between the group because he can't get that far. And the other two zombies are going to keep running. Okay? After those turns, Darren, you're up.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do same thing. Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Actually, you know what?
I got two on the die.
Oh.
Oh,
okay.
never mind.
I was gonna say I want to do a guiding bolt.
Oh,
We're going into a rest. It's okay if I use a spell slot.
Are we?
I hope.
that's pretty bold of you to assume.
Oh yeah, 1,000,000%. We're gonna roll a 25 to hit,
That'll hit.
and we're gonna do. It's just fun to roll more dice. I rolled less damage than I probably would have with the other one. That's terrible.
Worth it?
9 damage,
Sorry, dude.
but I believe the next attack on it is made with advantage.
Okay, you completely destroy one. And the radiant damage leaks over and burns another zombie. Darren Calathar, you're up, my guy.
I'm gonna go for the undamaged.
Okay,
He's the last one left, right?
There's two.
there's the damaged one and an undamaged one.
Does a 24 hit?
That'll hit.
Oofa.
That's gonna be 6 damage.
Okay.
And then 25 to hit
That'll hit.
with a 15 damage.
Seriously, fuck that one up. Okay, there's two really hurt zombies left. After Calathar, Dormir, you're up.
Short bow.
Okay.
Red, tried and true. Crap. Ooh, that one's not gonna be so tried and true. 9.
That'll hit.
Wow. I'll be.
8.
Go ahead, throw
Hey,
that.
what does that say? Was that a 6?
So
So
it
it counts.
counts.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't look like it was. Same fucking number. All right.
It was.
8.
8 points of damage to which one?
Whichever one's more fucked up.
Okay, perfect. At the end of your turn?
Nope.
Okay.
What is a 5, Cody? Oh, my wild magic.
5 is whenever a creature hits you with an attack roll, that creature takes 1d6 of force damage as your rage lashes out in retribution.
I like it.
Nice.
I like that. This is like a cool way to figure out what they do, but without like
Yeah.
super high
Yeah,
stakes.
I like it.
You know. Okay. Donnie, you're up. There's one really hurt zombie and one kind of hurt zombie.
I'm gonna go for the really hurt zombie.
Okay.
Skadoosh. That's 14.
That'll hit.
It's 5 plus 5 is 10 plus 13. 13 for the first one. And then to hit on the second one, that is on. Is that a 1 or a 7? I'm sure.
That looks like a 7 to me.
I look like a 7. That's what I
Yeah,
thought.
'cause
But
that
yeah,
looks
yeah,
like
yeah.
the one.
So it's 14 to hit.
Hit.
Okay. 6 plus 10, 15 points of damage.
So the
6
one
plus 10 is 15.
No, I just did math. I only said certain numbers out loud, and I did skip other math in my head.
So
Yes.
one of them completely drops. One of them does the regeneration looking thing that does, and he's the last one standing. So it's that zombie's turn. He's gonna run back this way towards you guys to keep attacking.
Blood curse of the eyeless.
If he got within 15 feet of me, he takes
Bet
damage.
he fails. So what's the damage? It doesn't matter. He has 1 hit point left.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Okay. The snow has stopped falling. It covers the ground. There's just these rotten guts everywhere. You guys have already set up camp. Do you guys just want to go try to take your long rest?
Yeah, I think so.
I do want to do a quick investigation check just on the surrounding area. Make sure I feel safe.
Okay, tell me the rest of this check.
With advantage?
What about guidance?
19 on the die, but I'm going to have a really high investigation check.
If I see him going out.
I thought anyway. Okay, maybe not. 21.
Any guidance?
Sure. Roll a d4.
D4 is a go. I repeat, a D4 is a go. That's a 1, so 22.
22?
Mhm.
You're listening through the woods. The snow has fallen, so it's quiet.
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear any crunching of snow or anything in the trees. You feel as if like
Hope we don't
whatever
get that.
surrounding creatures that were around you just dealt with.
So I feel safe.
You feel safe enough, I think, to set up camp for sure.
And sleep and wake up.
Sure. Okay, everybody go ahead and roll. Go ahead and long rest.
Yay! And remove one.
Except
level?
Donnie.
Pourquoi? ¿Por qué?
As you're sleeping,
Your little bunny ear twitches.
roll me.
As I'm sleeping?
As you're sleeping, roll me.
A nightmare check.
My passive perception is 16.
You're sleeping.
Minus 21.
You're
Mine's
sleeping.
20.
And you're sleeping. And Donnie's sleeping. You all take your long rest. Roll me charisma saving throw.
All of us?
Donnie,
Just Donnie.
you're all
Just Donnie.
sleeping. You all can take your long rest. You're all fine. Donnie,
Donnie just dies.
cannot take his long
instantly.
rest yet.
That's an 11.
Oh.
Not good.
You're sleeping.
Mhm.
You're laying in you set up your tent. You're caught up in your coat. Your foot is doing that cool little rabbit thing that does where it goes like, and you like have happy little dreams that you're having.
Mhm.
Is he sleeping on my chest again?
No, I feel like that was.
That'd be gay.
I just feel like you needed to comfort that one day from the intensity of the one day. I feel like now, doing my own thing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But
He's moved on.
You hear in your dream. What do you think Donnie's dreaming about right now?
probably just like of a tavern back home, but it has like the sweetest like carrot like honeyed mead. You know what I mean? Probably just
you're sitting at the tavern.
just sipping with like a
You're
book
sipping this honey
at a
mead,
tavern kind of thing.
Reading your
His
book.
favorite alcoholic beverage.
feet kicked up on the table. You're just enjoying your book. Maybe you're smoking a little pipe. Or
For
maybe
sure,
some,
for
you
sure,
know,
for sure, for
You
sure.
got some kush or something on you. You're doing your thing. The bartender walks up to you, and he starts to ask you what you want for a drink, and then his face starts to distort.
Mhm.
Do you speak Infernal?
Yep.
Nice.
You hear garage session.
Garage session, dude.
I was just sleeping.
We have one, boys.
I speak infernal too.
Nobody speak because of the microphones. Oh.
Are you a part of his dream?
No.
Then no. Then you don't get to know this.
Obviously.
I would dream about you, David.
In your dream.
Also speaking
Mhm.
infernal.
Actually,
I also
hold on.
speak
Sorry,
infernal.
I changed my mind. Dave, come here.
Wait, I speak infernal.
Zach
Hold on.
speaks infernal
Do you
too.
speak infernal?
I think so.
Let me see. Do you speak infernal?
Where's that under?
It'd be under languages.
Features?
It's proficiencies in training.
No, you don't speak.
Oh.
Okay, so change of everybody in here except you. You go to the garage.
Solo garage session.
Solo garage session. Get to the garage.
Okay. Let me bring a pizza. A Costco Kirkland brand pizza. Sponsor.
No free ads.
No free ads. No sponsors. I mean, unless they want to sponsor us, I would take that
I'll
sponsor.
take
You
your
guys can
call.
still hear me because I didn't take my
Best
mask.
hot dog deal in the world.
Okay, so you have this dream.
Diary entry number 1.
I'll have to try to maybe I'll try to cut
This
some of that
pizza
out.
tastes
Okay, you have this dream.
good.
The bartender's face
It's a
distorts,
warm day out here.
and you
It's
hear
not Barovia.
an otherworldly language,
It's hot.
but as you would know it to be infernal.
90 degrees. My DM has a motorcycle. I've never seen him drive it, but he has a motorcycle.
Since I sensed you, Donnie. And you wake up. And you wake up. And you wake up. And you hear an infernal echoing off in the distance.
Can I roll a history to see if I recognize this voice from?
Sure.
Can I
Yeah.
also roll?
You come back in.
Let's go.
I think.
While I was in the garage, I practiced my infernal.
I'd like to give you guidance if I could.
You're not by him. This I'm not gonna allow that. You're on your separate tents right now. There's no way you would know. There's no way that each one of you would know that you're hearing that.
Okay.
You do hear in the infernal language, Donnie. I don't speak infernal. I don't know that much about D&D.
16. 16 history.
17.
I was gonna ask for advantage, but I'm only listening to see if it's the same infernal voice that I would know that gave me the curse.
You can have advantage.
That is going to be history 17 or 16.
So you got a 16.
16.
17. Unless I can give myself guidance.
You didn't try to give it. You
I didn't take the guidance on my
you
roll.
can.
3, so 20.
On a 20, it's hard because even on a really good roll for you, you recognize this as some type of infernal voice, and you recognize the name Donnie, but the voice means on a 20, the voice means nothing particular to you.
Okay.
On a 16 and a 16, you can't place it, but deep down in both of your guys' hearts,
Mhm.
you know this voice. You may now finish your long rest. You only get the effects of a short rest because you saved your charisma saving throw. So you can take a short rest. If you want to spend all your hit die to do it, that's fine, but you only get a short rest. And everybody else, long rest. And just in case you're wondering, it's because of the effects in the dream that happened. You didn't get a
Wasn't
good night,
mindful.
good night's sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How you guys wake up in the morning? Okay. This is day number 2. Everybody roll me a survival check.
Do we make eye contact during that moment to all know that
I don't think
You were all in
we
your own
all
tents.
know.
So unless your characters talk about
individual tents? That's right.
it, you were all in individual tents.
Not a
He
group.
had his dream. You guys weren't having that dream. You just woke up to the voice echoing off in the distance. You might have woken up to it too, but you just hear, to you it just sounds like monsters in the woods, right? You just hear a voice often, like you just hear screaming and terror off in the distance, while you guys are able to pick up the words out of what he said.
Okay.
You have the whole dream that came behind that. So you guys wake up. Is there anything you guys do before you leave camp? I'm trying to rush through this. I'm trying to get through the
Roll
travel.
a survival check.
Okay, everybody roll your survival checks with advantage. It's daytime.
Am I able to rage for it?
Sure.
That is just a roll.
26.
Motherfucker. 14.
19.
23.
Exhaustion. Everybody else passes. 15. Okay, let's roll an encounter check. Let's mix it up. I want Josh to roll me a D. Josh, go ahead and roll me.
Roll a d2.
No.
Flip a coin.
Yes or no?
No. Okay, where'd it go?
Dragon or rabbit?
Josh, roll me a D12. Zach, roll me D6.
Haven't rolled this one yet. 8.
And 4.
Okay, 1 sec. Apparently, I just forgotten where everything was in the book. So you guys stumble across a bloated, destroyed, like people have obviously stepped over it, crushed it, like a destroyed, bloated corpse rotting in the snow. Oh,
Can I loot it?
just move it.
I'm curious if there's like magic behind it. Does it feel normal or does it feel like an illusion?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Can I just do an investigation as like the scene? Does it seem like something like a traveler just died from travelers,
That
or
one.
see if it seemed
Roll
like
me an
it was like
investigation check.
Can I loot it?
Sure, roll me an investigation check. Are you doing anything, Calvin?
No.
that's 18.
Okay,
I got a investigation. You said 17.
17. It is a naked body. There's nothing on it. What did you roll?
I was looking for Arcana. I rolled in that one. I was curious if it was an illusion.
You don't
I
sense
think
any
it's what-
magic.
yeah.
I'm just trying to see if like just the lay of the scene. Like, does it seem like a robbery? Does it seem like
It seems as
some
if
dude
this
just
man-
traveled and died? Did he attack by wolves?
What did you get?
18.
18. It looks like this man on an 18 you examine the ground and the man around it, and there seems to be like an 18. You're able to put together something like spikes grew out of the ground and killed this man and then disappeared. Something along those lines, like like
Okay.
there's like holes and like the dirt is super disturbed and there's like pieces of vines laying down and this man has like a bunch of piercing through his body as he lays there. Okay, that was
Before we go much further, I guess, while we are still together, I'm gonna cast a 3rd level aid on everybody. Increase your HP max by 10 and your current HP by 10 as well, and then we can go on.
Is it override max HP
Yeah.
And then yeah, just
at 10?
I think you have to put the new number in. So if you have
Got it.
46, it'd be 56 that you type in.
833.
Got it.
Would you have said anything about like seeing what you were saying, like with the spikes through the ground?
Yeah, I would have mentioned them, but like it seems like either something, got some spike growth or some creature kind of,
With would
clearly
I
was attacked by something, not just a bandit,
would I see any animals around? I have 1 mile vision.
would you see animals around? Yeah.
Can I use my speak with animals?
Oh, and now under ping too.
Okay, what's that? Go ahead and roll me just like a yeah, you can use speak with animals. I'll say that there's a crow picking at the body that you can speak to. A raven, you could say, picking at the body.
Little feathered friend, have you seen anything?
I see everything. I can fly. I see the trees and the snow and the birds and the worms and but the snow is cold, it's cold, it's cold, it's cold, it's snow, cold.
When he's talking about the cold, I'm gonna kind of like gesture my hands near him, warm his feathers
Pops
around.
up and gets like starts to press. It's like warm. It's never warm. Prove you're cold. Prove you're cold.
What killed this man?
Evil people. Evil. They don't like nature. Oh, they don't like nature.
I think I'm just gonna nod and kind of let him back and Fly out.
He flies away. Cold, cold, warm, warm, cold, cold, cold. As he flies away.
I say a little blessing as it flies away. It's a raven, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
And a short bow.
Okay.
Caleb is dead.
Everybody roll. Okay, let's
This
get
is
this
an
figured out of the way. We're gonna do a survival check.
Oh, I did an undead ping. Was there?
Didn't we already do our
If we're
survival
moving
check?
on.
This is nighttime.
Oh, this is nighttime?
Yeah, we already did our daytime, and that was our nighttime.
Okay.
That was our daytime encounter. Now we're moving on to.
Ooh, baby.
Okay, hold on. You're rolling it. We're gonna figure out how everybody's rolling.
Okay, hold on.
You have disadvantage because it's night, but advantage because
Because
of the
coat.
coat. So you're rolling straight.
So I got a
You're
nat
rolling
20.
straight because of your advantage thing you have, but
Yeah.
disadvantage because of exhaustion.
No. So I think we established that it was flat because it was disadvantage
Okay.
and then advantage and then disadvantage and then advantage.
So you're flat. You're flat. You have advantage,
How
and
dare he
you
call
I
us
think
flat.
if Calathar was flat, I'm flat.
flat. Okay, so you roll with advantage. The other three roll flat.
I got a nat 20.
Okay, you pass.
Beautiful.
I ain't even worried about it.
That's not on my turn.
Oh, I got a 19.
I
Dirty
rolled
nerd.
with advantage
That's
for
what-
whatever
I got
reason.
advantage. The first one's a 1.
Well, I rolled with advantage, but I was supposed to roll flat.
Just higher.
Wow.
Beautiful,
17
dude.
minus
2 20s
314.
on that.
We both nat?
Yeah, we both that.
I got a 19.
Fucking double that.
Nice.
Exhaustion.
Wait, what? I didn't get a 19. I rolled a 19. I
What'd
got
you
a 28.
You passed. I heard you said I had a
Yeah.
So
19.
they rolled 2
28.
20s and I rolled a 19.
I heard.
We
I
rolled-
took
we
it
rolled
as I
nice.
had a 19
A 19 is a failure.
for nighttime.
So it is impossible for me to pass without a nat 20.
That's
It's really rough,
terrible.
my guy.
That's so bad.
I have a -3
That's
con-
so
to con?
bad.
to survival.
Survival's wisdom.
Yeah.
-3, -3, -2.
Wisdom's my second.
I would hold on though. With your character build, I would let you roll your con. You disagree? It's all about like being able to like embrace the wilderness. I don't. Can you
It's
like?
about how you move through the wilderness and know how you move through it. Which
He's
is something
tripping
your
over
wisdom
Yeah,
branches
and
and
it's
shit.
like
But
walking
the
the,
issue is the
easier
cold,
path
right?
versus the harder path.
Right, but this is maybe I should be having.
It
you guys
depends how
roll
you think about
Constitution
weather.
saving
Because
throws.
I think of survival is one thing, but then like if you have a weather element on top of it, that's survival element, but then it's when you could go to con and stuff. But they're still like
Everybody-
traveling through their condition. I don't know.
Would anybody have a better chance to get a better roll if they rolled a Constitution saving
natted.
throw?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me. I think I'm rolling you, having you guys roll the wrong checks. This is for like embracing, like surviving the cold.
I would really not like to do constant.
Yeah, me too. I have proficiency.
I would like to do survival.
Right now, we're fuck.
I can't even think of a reason why you wouldn't roll survival because
It's
this is like the
literally
one
what
thing it's
it's
intended
meant
for.
Yeah,
for.
I kind of agree. Okay, so
Yeah.
sorry, bud. So just so everybody knows, a nighttime.
I can absolutely understand the making it disadvantaged because of the cold and then canceling that out because your warmth thing. Like
Yeah.
I can, that all totally
Yeah,
plays
but
into
rolling a
it.
con.
But I think it should still be the
I-
wisdom because it's like
DC could be 18. 20 is pretty rough for level. This level, you know. I don't know.
I know it's rough.
Even
That's the point.
the daytime one, I have to get a 19 on the die.
Should have had better
That's what I'm
stats.
saying. But
Yeah, daytime.
it's like
Okay. Sorry, guys. This world is rough.
well, if I know that, I can start giving you my guidance
Yeah.
instead of giving it to me.
Okay.
So I'll start giving you guidance on all these checks.
Okay. Roll me.
Can I give him
It's-
guidance on this nighttime check? I don't know if it would help.
We
Day
already
night
have
did it.
14. so it's
either way,
still-
day and night you need a 20. It's
Yeah.
they're about the same check. So
But that's a good idea to start giving it to him.
Yeah.
On those. Okay. Dylan, D12. Dave, D8.
D8,
Mm-hmm.
big 8, big 8.
7.
Wait,
you had me roll a d12?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's supposed to be some wolves, but I think. Well, actually,
Where?
no. We're just gonna. I'll just say you guys scared off the wolves for the night. The wolves decided not to attack. It's. I'm sorry. There's some stuff that I want to get into, and having you guys fight 3d6 of wolves right now is just not like that zombie fly took long enough. Like we're just moving on.
I respect.
There's wolves. You guys take some damage. You use some spell slots. You guys
Can I use an
eventually
animal
scare them
handling on
off.
one of them?
Maybe one of you dies and has to get like fucking healed back up. Whatever. It's nighttime. You're making camp. After you guys scare off these wolves, you guys find a spot where you want to make camp. All these wolves attack. You are able to fight them off and scare them off and get these wolves out of here.
Can I roll an animal handling check on one of
So the
them? Railroad.
after that is all said and done, you guys go to make camp, and all of you roll me perception checks.
Is this before our rest? So I
This is
still
before
have
your rest,
exhaustion.
after your exhaustion.
How's a 3?
I have a passive of 12.
That's
So you have a
16.
passive of 21.
But I rolled a nat 20.
Nice.
Oh no, wait, it's disadvantage. God damn it. Motherfucker. Ah.
16.
17.
On a 17 and a 16, off in the distance, it's far off, but you can hear the sounds of like a group of people talking and laughing and you so you guys have
Like
started
the
up.
Byzantine potentially.
Probably.
You guys have started up. So you can take your map out right now. You guys have started up this mountain pass, and you guys even with your low perception checks, you guys notice that you're following like the river up, and there's like a big body of water. So you guys have made it to like right about here. You're like coming to the edge of a lake. So
like just after that.
so basically this road here.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Or that's yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you guys make it to there. There's like a lake, and way off in the distance, you can hear like the sounds of like a group of people. It's dark. It's nighttime has fallen. It's pitch black. You guys wouldn't be able to see anything around you if it wasn't for Calathar's ability to glow in the dark.
You said
And my dark vision.
Yeah, by Valaki.
You just said that we were down here, but then we just went by the gallows that he was at.
Caleb didn't die at the gallows. Caleb died right outside of Valaki.
Oh
when
yeah.
Calathar
Okay.
killed him.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry.
You saw
got it.
Caleb at the gallows.
Just got flipped around.
So fake him at the gallows.
You saw a fake Caleb at the gallows.
Alright.
And you guys lost his body at the Hag Hut. So that's
Beautiful.
on you guys.
He's gonna be at dinner with us.
Speaking of the hag hut, could I do a Arcana check on the mysterious liquid from the hags?
Mysterious liquid.
Yeah. I have in my inventory a mysterious liquid from the hags.
Drink it.
Didn't we already settle this? I thought.
That was my health potion, I thought.
Yeah.
Was it different than that? Because I found a health potion in a chest that turned out to be
Is that what
acid.
that was?
Yeah. I tried because I
It must not have got deleted then.
I think you guys found out that it was like
a vial of acid.
a vial of acid and like
I still wouldn't.
Bingo.
I'd hold on to it, but I wouldn't drink it.
Hold on to it then, yeah.
Okay, so what are you guys doing? It's nighttime. But you hear sounds of people off
I
in
say
the
my
distance.
prayers and go to bed.
You're not gonna want to go check it out.
I don't think so.
I would tell you about.
Would I
after.
hear like a waterfall?
Way off in the distance.
You want to check out the people?
I think you would hear the sound of running water. You are by a lake, and you know that there's like the river that
So you were
runs
Donnie?
to the lake.
I
So I
think
think
so.
way off in the distance, you would hear the sounds
I mean, we can roll it.
of a
Is
water.
that in the same direction as
You can convince me, I'll go.
the?
You said your
Correct.
prayers and went to
Dude,
bed.
I'm real easy to convince though, you know what I mean?
Shake-
Calathar is gonna try to advocate that we go towards the group because,
I think we need, yeah.
and then because I know that Madame Ava is near the Tassar Falls, which is the direction of this group.
And if I'm not mistaken, isn't she one of the main ones that helps
She
get
is
the
the
Visanti?
leader of the
She's the
Visanti.
leader of the Visanti. So if we through her people, we'll get to her. Yeah, I think.
Sound.
So you guys travel through the night.
No, we're gonna go see the people.
Yes, you
Everything.
travel to the people at night. You don't stop and camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How far could they be if we can hear them though?
I'm just asking.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay, everybody, roll me 10 more survival checks. um,
I died from exhaustion.
No, so you guys keep traveling up the party, and you come across. Let's open up the map.
Oh,
Let's get the map open up. Yeah.
oh, what?
Flipped
On
over?
the map.
Yeah, let's
On
get
the
the map
map.
looked over.
On the map.
He's the man.
Who that? You that? We that?
Don't sue me.
Don't sue me, Nickelodeon.
That was from a song that my cousin wrote.
Okay. I guess we'll stop recording. Stop recording right now until John gets back. What's up?
Microphone's off.
He's just peeing. We'll keep it.
Boom. Microphone off.
Huh?
Microphone's off. No.
No, the microphone's gonna stay on. I think Dylan's just.
He's got PP problems.
Incontinence.
Incontinencia.
What are you puffing on today?
Miami Mint. It's almost always Miami Mint.
I need to remind you of my
You want?
my background
I'm
a little
alright.
more.
It's just
Um,
if
It's researcher. When I attempt to
I like
learn
Mingo.
or recall a piece of lore, if I do not know that information, I often
I'll
know
say,
where
check out
and
my
from
notebook.
whom to obtain.
check out the notebook. There's all these
Usually, this
examples from
information comes
fucking
from a
Angels and
library,
Dice.
scriptorium, university, or a sage
looking
or
at it
other
like,
learned person or creature. Your DM might rule that the knowledge you seek is secreted away and almost
None of them are
inaccessible
too bad.
place,
You
but
got
I simply
one that's
cannot
just
My
be
purple
found.
one's worse.
But
I don't use
I
the
need to
purple one as
remember
much
that
'cause I
I
got a salsa stain on
I
it.
have the ability to kind of, with my knowledge,
fell off my
figure,
chest. That's
how you know
figure
you
out
got
where
more
to get
to it.
answers, not
It's not
necessarily
foods.
know the answer.
Wow. Owen Wilson. Wow.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. We're back in. Okay, so we flipped the map. As you guys keep traveling through the night, you start seeing the glow of a fire off in the distance. The sound gets louder and louder. You follow this lake here until you come. This is probably the path that you guys are walking up right here that I'm covering up with my stuff. You're walking up this path, and as you walk up, everybody can roll me perception checks. So over here, I'll just tell you guys right now, if they have the little orange squares, they're trees. These are bushes. This is like a lake, like a big lake, and then this is like the river that flows into the lake, right? And this way is north, towards Josh's north.
Do I perceive anything on a -2?
No,
You said
17.
you said insight or
no,
investigation?
perception.
Perception. Okay. Oh wow.
14.
24.
24, 14,
17.
17. -2. You can't see nothing through the trees. Okay, so you come up across this path, and I think you're all rolled relatively high enough. You see a couple of tents set up, and a couple of horse-drawn wagons. Is what these are. And this is like a fire where there's a couple of people sitting down laughing and talking around the fire.
Horse-drawn wagon.
There's going to be a lot of horse-drawn wagons in this
Horse-drawn
world.
wagons, guys.
They can't ride in my little red wagon.
You also rolled high enough. You do see a bunch of horses off here, kind of drinking out of the river.
Horses.
Bunch of horses.
Horses.
A couple horses, enough to run these
Do these, can we tell that these are the same Visanti that were traveling before? Or is this
You haven't seen any people yet. You hear them off you hear them close. I'll say this, you're covered in some trees here.
Mhm.
You see through, you see the fire, you see people, you haven't talked to anybody. You see the backs of people at the fire. I guess you would know that they're Visanti.
Do they seem like the same group that was camping outside of Balaki, or
You'd have to get in and start talking to them and give me some investigation checks. You wouldn't be able to tell from the road here.
okay? If I get closer to investigate, am I gonna just be is it?
Even for us, the guys who have encountered that group more than a few times.
If it is the same group.
I just didn't know if it seems like I need to try to stealth to see if I can get the information, or if I can just somewhat approach a little closer just to get a little better read, or if there's no way to tell him that
Tell me
unless
how you guys walked up. Were you guys stealthing up to begin with?
I don't think I would be.
no, because you're on fire. We're just walking through the night.
Um,
You're on fire, right?
Maybe some of us could
Yeah.
stealth.
Yes, but I don't always
I
have
don't
to
think we
be
should have all our
producing
Gotcha.
my.
Okay, word.
I think I'd like the stuff.
I
I'd
think
like to make
I'll stealth with you, Boo.
be off to the side a little bit.
So Donnie and
I'll
Caliban
at
are
least
just
attempt.
walking up, and then the God twins.
we're just gonna be 20 feet behind him, a little out of his glow, you know?
Well, I can not be doing my glow, but I think if there's any like we're not 100% certain this group, Calathar would openly walk up alone while you guys were stealthing behind.
I'd walk up with you. I feel confident enough instead of so you don't just get one person's almost too mysterious.
Okay,
you know?
I make a decision. What is happening?
Okay, me and Donnie are walking
approach
up.
Talifar.
And you two are falling behind, trying to be a little stealthy. You two roll me stealth checks.
15.
10.
Okay.
Oh, well, forgot about exhaustion until it was.
I
time
guess
to
we
roll.
will
What
not
about
be
your guidance?
I rolled a 4 on the guidance.
That's rough. That's rough, buddy.
I
Okay.
only have a +2.
You two walk up, and you hear people laughing and talking. And you kind of like walk through like this clearing here towards the fire.
Mhm.
And a couple of people seem to notice you. One guy looks at you and goes, "Travelers. It's rather late to see travelers on the road."
Yes, we're looking for the Tassar Falls.
Oh, Tassar Falls. It's about another hour or so up the river. This is the Tassar Pool, as we like to call it. This is where the falls kind of run into and start pulling down right here.
I see. Well, thank you for the information. Would you mind if we stayed with you for the night?
We would welcome it. Would you guys like some wine?
Is it the same stuff they've been serving everywhere else here?
Wizards of the Wine.
We have a little bit of the champagne.
No.
Yeah, we have a little bit
No.
of their highest stuff left over here.
I
It's dried up.
It
It's
me
dried up.
excited.
And then
Can
you
I-
see one guy pop over, and no roll necessary. You recognize this is the guy from Black, and he goes, "I also got a little wine shine if you if you wanted to."
Yeah, maybe.
Can I roll insight real quick?
Sure, roll me insight. Calathar, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to remember the actual name that we came up with for the moonshine.
It was
Think-
Vine Shine.
Vine shine.
Vine
yeah.
shine.
Yeah.
I think we're just talking like, oh shit, they got smell. That sounds nice.
15.
This is sounding good.
15 insight.
Yeah.
He seems pretty genuine about offering you his wine.
Yeah.
Want to join?
Okay.
I think this is sounding okay.
I'll just have
With
some.
one caveat, if you guys joining our fire, all, and he says this in a louder voice, all your friends must come and join the fire. Even the ones hiding in the shadows.
We're not like overtly hiding, by the way.
We're
We're
probably
just like,
peeing and holding each other's cock.
yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
even your friends hiding back there, outside of your light.
So,
I'm
Right,
gonna whisper
man.
to him. The religious folk, they're weird.
it's just they're they probably had some prayers to do. You know what I mean? Like it's just.
I'm just saying, we cannot be, we cannot be chivalrous unless I can be chivalrous to your whole party.
Oh no, I think we come out like, this sounds great. This sounds like a great night. I think we're in.
I have my my apprehensions, but yeah, I'll be
Understood.
around.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
be
no, I have
sitting up,
apprehensions,
yeah.
but I'm
So you guys all sit down?
outwardly, I'm
start
outwardly
talking?
exuding like,
I'll-
oh yeah,
yeah.
no, this is fine.
I would
This is
ask them
great.
like, so what
Everything
brings you
is
to the
okay.
pools?
This is our main camp.
They
This
can.
is-
Yeah, this is our main camp. This is like our little home base for this particular group. But and as he's talking, you hear another Vasanti like, and everybody, all the other ones start to like lean in as he like takes a huge swig of his wine, blows into a fire. And as he blows the wine into a fire, you see like, you guys, Calathar, do you remember when you met the Vasanti back in Faerun and they were able to bring these images out of the fire?
Yes.
Just like that, he spits his wine into the fire, and you see the images of two men throwing spells at each other and battling, and then they like it shifts over to where like they're battling on top of a castle. You see one body falling off into the river as this man starts to begin to tell this tale, and he goes, "Mighty wizard came to this land about a year ago, but I remember him like it was yesterday. He stood exactly where you're standing, very charismatic. He thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the Devil's Strahd. He stirred them with thoughts of revolt. He bore them to the castle en masse. When the vampire appeared, the army fled in terror. Few stood their ground and were never seen again. The wizard and the vampire, and as he's telling the story, the images are corresponding with the story. They cast spells at each other, and they flew from the courtyards of the castle Overlooking the falls, I saw the battle with my own eyes as thunder shook the mountainside. Great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard, and yet his magic, he survived. Lightnings from the heavens struck him, and again he stood his ground. When the devil's strahd fell upon him, his magic could not save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death, and I searched the river for his body, to see if he had anything of value. But the river Iblis had already taken him away. And you guys hear this, like, as these people are like laughing and cheering as like he tells the story, makes these images appear as you guys start sitting on the fire talking to this other Byzantine man.
I think I'm immediately skeptical.
Okay.
And I don't know necessarily of what, but I've been in the land for about a year. Does this match up with all the other accountings of this story that I've heard from other people?
Roll me a history check.
Do I get advantage
then
on that?
I wanted to say something to just the guy telling the story after he's done with his stuff.
Why would you have advantage?
Just because I'm cool.
Because I've also been in here for a year, and I'm going to give him help action.
Perfect.
There we go.
You guys can kind of discuss this a little bit. Like, does this match up with the story about this you heard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God for that. I got a nat 1 and then an 11 plus 3, 14.
14.
Still not
This
great, but
this has remnants. You've heard bits and pieces of something like this before, definitely.
nothing against what I've heard, but potentially more than what I've heard, which could
Yeah,
rise.
it's possible. There seems to be some information that you need to piece through, but the story doesn't seem to be like out of anything. It doesn't contradict anything that you've heard.
It's like
to this
filling
point.
in gaps.
Calathar, what was your character wanting to say?
Just be like, I've heard the stories of the Mad Wizard. Was he a friend of Madame Ava's?
Maeva. You know Madame Ava.
I've not had the acquaintance yet, but my friends in Barovia have sent me to the Tessar Falls to find her.
Well, in a weird way, we're all friends of Madame Ava. Just like many adventurers who come to this land, many heroic people, such as it seems as if yourself, the Mad Mage at one point came to Madame Ava for advice. Sure, but to call them friends, past the point of her knowing much about much and about their interaction, I don't think I would call them more than that. But you could ask her yourself if you wanted. And he points off to this far, big square tent over there. He goes, that is her abode, and I bet at this hour she would still be awake.
Well, I
We
think
haven't long rested. And it's an hour travel.
no,
Probably have to
it's
make another
just
spell.
It's
right
right
here.
here.
Oh, is it?
You guys are there now.
Oh,
You guys have
sweet.
met. You guys have gotten to them. You guys are
She's
here
not
at this
actually at
campfire
Sar Falls.
You-
She's here.
at the pool, right?
Back.
Yeah. So
This is the high ground
this is
camping.
the high road that leads to
Back.
them, right? So this is you guys are at this fire. He just pointed to this tent and said you can go ask her yourself.
Let's do it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sir.
As of course,
No,
if, you,
Who'd
where's
like
my
to lead the
glass?
way?
if after your talk with her you still wish to drink and enjoy some reveilles
Oh,
and
yeah,
rest
if-
with us, the fire will be upon us all night. We must keep the wolves away. And he laughs and as you guys walk away, he kind of like gives you a wave and a smile.
Well, I mean, if they have that wine, yeah, we can hang out here all the time. But we should go to Mad Beva.
Let's talk and then drink.
So you guys walk up. So you guys go to your tent.
Yeah. I knock on the door.
You go to the tent. Magic flames cast like a glow over the interior of the tent as the tent flaps are open. And as you guys walk up to it, you hear "Oh man, enter, my friends." And as you walk in, you see magic flames, this reddish glow over the interior of the tent. A low table covered in black velvet cloth. There's a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure appears into his depths. Her voice cracks like dry weeds. At last you've arrived. She laughs.
Expecting us?
She walks in. She goes, "Oh, Deaden, I've been expecting you for over a year, my friend. And Dordomir, my wayward broken man. I thought you'd come to see me a lot sooner than now. It's your fault, Calabar. There's nothing you could have done to save your village. And Donnie, do not follow the voice. What else can I help you with? I'm so glad you made it! I'm so glad you finally made it to Madame Ava!
This is Cody. This is not Matt Ava.
What, do you take the lead?
Can I do my magic ping basically and like
Sure, read me again what it says.
yeah. I think it says any magic item within 30 feet from me, I know where it came from and what school of magic it's from.
You cast this ping, right?
Yeah, I was 60 feet. When you sense a spell, you learn what magic school it belongs to.
You are overwhelmed with the amount of magic that you sense in this room. You're not able to decipher any bit of it.
Yeah, that checks out.
Is there anything? Is it more strong coming from her?
Her tent seems to
It's magic.
emanate.
Every trinket in the room.
You sense like all the schools of magic. You sense different type of. There's so many different spells locked around this room and emanating from her. The type of magic that she uses is hard for you to try to like.
I'd like to do my undead ping.
You're undead tent.
Like to,
There is nothing around you.
Can I investigate? Just like, is there? I'm looking. Is that,
Everybody, right now, do a perception. Look.
this
across.
is like as we're like walking
Yeah.
in. This is just our immediate.
my perception is 16 plus 6, so 20.
0.
Disadvantage. Oh shit. Okay.
That's going to investigation.
I want to.
19
20
investigation.
23.
Are there any really nice magic trinkets around that paired with my perception check plus my magic check?
You see, I think
Looking for armor, necklace, rings.
you see the crystal ball.
Weapon.
I'm just gonna like kind of wrap all this up for you guys. You see chests with what you can assume to be golden gems in it. You see potions lining the wall. You see a crystal ball and several different like Palantir type things. You see a bunch of crystals and orbs. You see like a shelf with like scrolls stacked in it that you can assume are different like wizard tomes and spell books and stuff like this. There is power in this room. All of you roll me an insight check.
There's no way I could take my passive.
Almost.
You
Cody,
can take your passive.
I natted.
You not?
I natted.
Oh, I won't take my passive. You go this way.
You had to pick.
Haha.
Well, you rolled, so take the roll. But next time you ask for your passive, don't roll.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
22.
22.
20.
2.
Insight 24.
And then at 20, you get the sense of feeling that like, you would think twice about maybe trying to take anything out of this tent.
I would.
Mhm.
Why?
Maybe think 5 times.
Is she giving me a threatening aura or
No.
what? What is?
You just get the sense that like, on a nat 20 insight, you sense that this woman is old and powerful. You sense that she has survived more in this world than you could probably understand. You sense on a nat 20 insight check, she radiates power in a sense that like that could challenge that like she radiates enough power that you wonder why Strahd hasn't taken care of it yet. And then you start to wonder if maybe Strahd can't take care of it yet. Right? That's what you get on a nat 20.
And that means I
Also,
wouldn't steal anything.
you're wanting to steal shit. Is that a Caleb thing or a Dormir thing?
Wow, who said I wanted to steal anything?
It seems like it. reading your
I
face.
sure didn't fucking say that.
I'd like to buy
Caleb
some shit
is
from
dead.
her.
I told you.
Ugh.
Honestly, I would just get there and after everyone's looking and
Yeah.
stuff, be like, well, Madam Eva, it seems like you're the person to go to try to get in and out of these lands and try to get the fuck out.
You're trying to leave? Everybody wants to leave, Donnie.
Yeah.
Not all of us.
Yeah, all of us.
Some of us are
You
looking.
want to free the land. You want to break the curse. You want to know if there's something here for you to control. Maybe you want to free the land. Maybe you want to take Strahd's place. I'll tell you what, all your goals are the same. You cannot do one without the other. You cannot free the land without killing Strahd. You cannot take his place without breaking the curse. And you cannot break the curse without leaving Barovia. They are all the same. They're all entwined. Whether you guys know it or not, your fates and destinies were decided from the moment Strahd laid his eyes upon you.
I have not laid my eyes upon Strahd.
You have,
How do
my
we
dear
carve-
friend, but you do not know. You will never know.
How do we?
You, Strahd.
I can promise you, I am not. Strahd would never dare look like me.
I do believe that.
Yeah.
No role necessary. I believe that.
Hold on.
Then how do we carve our way out of this?
Everybody roll me persuasion checks. With advantage, ignore your exhaustion if you have it.
Persuasion.
18.
14.
5.
To go from a plus 2.
Ooh.
Plus 0 is hard.
Could I use
Oh yeah.
No. It's a persuasion check. Roll
I
19?
got what you're saying.
19?
Yeah. I was gonna ask if I could use acrobatics.
Just starts juggling. He's just juggling.
I still feel like that's a performance check.
That's the performance.
Fair.
How would you just start bouncing off the walls? Dude, don't ask me dumb things, dude.
It was a yes or no.
Oh,
Was
okay.
it?
So you
Was
said, how do we carve ourselves out of this land? Just well. Is it who here? Test time, children. Who here can tell me what Strahd von Sodovich truly is? This dread lord.
He's got sharp teeth.
He's a tyrant.
Another vampire.
He can
He is
get it.
He is the tyrant, and he is the sharp teeth. Listen. You cannot make it out of this land without help. I can read you your fortunes and give you a path to guide on, but I need your permission.
Is she giving me what kind of fucking vibes is this lady giving me?
You on your nat 20 insight check, you'll run off this
I'm
nat
trusting
20.
her.
She doesn't seem to be lying to you. She seems a little weird and a little odd, but she seems willing to help.
Before she did that, I would just ask her, where did you learn your magic?
Thank
Dude,
you.
on the flat floor.
Where did you learn your magic, Madam Eva?
You hear in your mind, centuries practice my body. Centuries. He heard that in his mind. Nobody else heard that.
So she doesn't like Strahd, right? She's basically telling
Did you
us.
ask her that?
I'll be like, "What's your opinion on Strahd?"
Strahd?
You seem to have some esoteric knowledge. What do you think about this dude?
Good question. She proceeds to tell you. I have an answer for it. I want to know. I need to figure out how I want to give you the answer real quick. Sorry.
It's all good.
Third unprepared moment, I'm quitting.
I'm like on the verge of just either not believing a single word she says or fully trusting every single thing she says. to the
Also,
end.
I need to tell you guys that you guys all rolled high enough perception checks. You notice surrounded with all of her magic trinkets and stuff that she has pinned all over her tent, in the center of it all
Sleight of hand.
is a Raven Queen symbol.
Ooh.
And then you ask her, how does she feel about Strahd?
Paired with Anne Raven Queen.
Okay.
Who's the rightful ruler of this land, young lady?
She has rightful ruler is a strong term. The Raven Queen was not the only goddess. It's not the only deity in this land before Strahd came up. But to answer your question, roll me another persuasion check when you ask her how do you feel about Strahd.
With the
Can I give him advantage
Sure.
with that? Like just
Yep.
me
Sure.
taking part in it.
All right. You said persuasion?
Mhm.
19 again.
Can I give him a guidance with my help action?
The help only fucked me. I went from 14 to 1.
Yeah. So it at least lets me help a little bit
Yeah.
since the advantage didn't help, you know?
It was not advantageous. Brah. Ooh, 21. Thank you.
Wow, my friend. And she looks down at your symbol and smiles like the first, like,
It's all toothy and fucked up and
yeah. She goes, "Hmm. I believe that Strahd has overstayed his welcome.
Here.
I have
I'll
a
drink to
weird
that.
love-hate thing for Strahd, but I believe that he is no longer good for Barovia, and I believe he has overstayed his welcome. I have now, for generations, tried to help every group of adventurers or heroes, every group of outsiders. I tried to help all of them.
What did you do for the Mad Mage?
Told him how he could start to assemble an army, hopefully, to challenge the might of Strahd. And I told him who to take and what not to take, and he did not listen, and it did not work.
Well, let
Now, I
me
can
get a
give
pen
you-
and paper.
Would you all like some guidance from Madame Ava?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take whatever guidance I can take.
I have been waiting to use these since we started the game.
What is that?
She pulls out a deck of cards.
She flops a deck out.
She flops out a deck and she goes,
Magic
"These
items.
cards here are how I will help you. These are how I will help you decide what paths to take."
Is it like tarot
Huh?
cards?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Is it like tarot cards?
It's similar.
It's like a Taraka deck. They're called a Taraka deck.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's similar.
So she goes, "Here is how I will tell you how I can help you who to trust." And she starts to shuffle her decks. And she starts to, it's as she's talking to you, you all realize that she's talking to you guys in your mind. And she's actually like chanting out, like her physical voice is like a chanting, and she's like,
But we can all like.
but in
kinda
your
hear
mind,
it.
she's hearing you say like, "I will help guide you. I will tell you who to trust and what you could use to help you destroy Strahd."
Mm.
Now, Calathar, whether you decide to stay or go, does not matter. But the same goal is the same. Deaden, you want to clean this land of the undead and free it from its unbreakable curse. Your goal is the same. Donnie, to escape or to be the greatest vampire hunter the universe has ever known. Your goal is the same.
Let's have a nice ring
And
to it.
Doremir, bring yourself back into our mother's fold. Your goal is the same.
Our mother.
Oh,
You tracking?
I love the Mother Knight
Mother Night.
as much as you love Mother Knight.
A little bit above table. This personally gives me a little want to give Darren a little bump up on his hopelessness track. Meeting somebody like this to get some.
You
Does
get
that-
hope out of it.
Yeah,
Like it, like-
absolutely.
It helps him.
Both of you roll me intelligence saving throws.
I was gonna ask
Who
for an
both you and
opportunity.
him and me?
Yeah, because she shares a religion with you.
Bet. You said what check?
Intelligence saving throw.
Ready. Does 16.
You guys don't get a negative adverse, but you guys don't get a positive effects by it either.
Man, fuck. Sorry.
Okay,
What do you mean
So-
2 doesn't?
I'm not gonna be in character while we do this, and I'm actually, for the sake of the cameras, I'm gonna lay down my DM screen.
Oh shit.
He's gonna lay it down.
Throwing it down, boys.
I'm gonna lay down my DM screen.
Renee.
So, Madam Ava, just pretend I'm using the.
read.
Oh shit! Oh no!
Take pictures.
We are
Light some candles.
pretend that I'm still in character. We're using your voice, whatever, right?
That was a great.
Spooky.
Well, I read one. Do
Okay,
It's
one
spooky.
sec.
Spooky.
you know how to shuffle cards?
Crazy.
Okay, so she pulls out, she says her chants over this as you hear in her mind about how she tells you all that your goals are the same and about how she's tried to help every group or every person who's asked her for help before, right? And then she lays out these cards. And she says basically like this will guide you, tell you who you can trust, who you should trust in your fights, maybe what type of what type of powers or weapons you might need in your fight to defeat Strahd. And then she proceeds to lay out her cards.
Please don't be anyone we already killed.
Father Donovich is all of them.
I know, yeah.
I bought these when I bought the book to run this game. And I have been waiting for you guys to get to Madame
I can't believe we get props. This is sick.
Right? This is dope. I'm surprised we got them now. This is crazy fucking session, dude.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we needed anything like this. You know, you guys are like
Spinning our wheels and bro.
not spinning your wheels, just doing things that like don't require, you know, that are just like
We went some wacky ways.
You remember that tiger? That was crazy. That was some crazy shit.
Yeah.
I do remember the
Potato.
tiger. The whole town remembers the tiger. Don't you worry about the tiger. Okay.
Even Cody gets one.
She pulls out these cards. And you see shadows not too dissimilar from the shadows that Rawhidden conjured when he summoned his steed. She's like pulling the fog and the darkness in from around her. And she lays down these cards. The whole deck flies up and starts to swirl, right? Like all of the cards, they're like swirling in a huge like globe of cards. These cards lay down. The rest of them pull themselves back up in the deck and tuck them into the side. She finishes her chance and she goes, "Let us see. Let us see what the cards call." She flips over one. The miser. She flips over two. The merchant. She flips over three. The priest.
Fuck.
That's not good.
She pressed over four. Don John. She flips over five. The raven. Okay.
That center one.
And in
could
the
not be
middle
better,
is
dude.
so fucking.
Cool.
Oh. That's
So.
ominous.
Had to happen, bro. It was a canon event.
Okay. So
Oh shit.
man. Okay. So I pull that out and you get
Priest could be the abbey at the abbey.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking as well. The merchant could be the one who will lock you. Pro.
It wasn't the bartender or something. The priest could be, yeah, I don't know if the abbey. The raven could be you.
Sorry, this is going to be a little slow process. There's so many cross references. Okay. She goes, So the first card, card one. This is where you shall find. This is where you shall find ancient knowledge that will help you defeat your enemy. This is where you will find the Tome of Strahd, his journal. This will help you figure out what you need to find him. And you shall find it. You shall find it in a fortress, inside a fortress, in a place hidden behind fire. The second card. The holy symbol of Ravenkind. The holy symbol. The second card, you will find it. You will find it in a you will find it. Seek a cask that once contained the finest wine, which not a drop remains. The third card, the priest. The priest will tell you where to find the sun sword, a symbol of power and strength. You will find the sun sword in. So I thought about doing these before you guys got here and then just having them set out to make it faster, but I also really wanted to like figure it out with you guys, right?
Yeah.
So you will find the priest. What you will find, you will seek in the castle, amid the ruins of a place of supplication. You will find it. You will find it there. Now, the donjon for a troubled young man surrounded by wealth and madness. His home is his own prison. This will be your ally in your fight against the devil. Now, the place where you will meet the devil, of where I foresee your final battle happening with him. You will meet the devil. Look to the mother's tomb. That I foresee will be your final battle with the Dread Lord. And then she comes out of her trance.
I have one question once I finish.
Yeah. Actually, you need to take a picture of this. Just so everybody can see what's going on. Those are the cards that were laid out. That's what they got. And to help them with their future journeys.
Scary. Spooky, scary. Imagine we just went to sleep.
Crazy,
and this is-
hilarious.
Crazy, spooky, scary, hilarious.
Okay. On the first one, the miser. It said the journal would be behind a wall of fire. What was the
In a fort, inside a fort, hidden in fire.
a fort hidden in fire? Thank you. I was
A
just-
fort inside a fort, hidden in
Fortress
fire.
and a fortress in a place hidden behind fire.
Thank you.
Does
You're
that-
a fortress
Contraception.
where javelin is from.
Yep.
Hey, how you doing?
Great. Thank you.
So, after she finishes her chanting, all the cards swirl back up and mix themselves randomly back into the deck. She comes out of her trance and she goes, "Oh, hope that I can help you on your way. I hope I hope this time you succeed where others have failed."
I'd ask her, what do you think is the main reason that others failed? Like, what was the main key to their downfall? If you know, if you would even know.
Hubris could be his charm. It could be his pure strength. There's a number of things. I just don't think that there's ever been people willing to withstand all types of clashes of evil that he's able to send their way.
Do you believe we can be the ones to finally bring the end to his reign? Do you have any blessings you can bestow upon us?
That is a good question. Because in my visions of where to find allies and where you can attack him and what type of weapons you can use against him, those aren't blessings enough. You
No.
kill it thought?
Well, I was gonna say,
And she laughs like heartily as she says that.
this sun sword. Where will we find this?
Or the priest. Where would we find the priest?
Mhm.
Which priest?
So the priest is just a card name. It's not
Okay.
necessarily-
It's not an actual
It's not an
priest. That's
actual
gonna lead.
priest, right?
Okay.
So, like,
okay.
it just represents things, right?
Thank you.
So the priest is the information. So when she gave you the priest,
That just was saying find the sun sword. in a castle amid a place of subjugation. Would that be?
That
Ravenloft.
Strahd's castle, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going there for dinner. Maybe we could poke around. I have a damn good stealth.
So yeah, you got the priest, and the priest told you. I moved on from this page. I'm sorry. Priest gave you. You find what you seek in the castle amid the ruins of a place of supplication, right? And then,
Supplication. Subjugation.
yeah. And then the raven wasn't that you're looking for an actual raven. She told you the raven means to look to the marsh too.
Yeah. That one I got.
So she starts laughing and she goes, well, I don't know if you're going to change the world tonight and defeat the devil. If you would like to stay and enjoy the fire and enjoy our drinks, if you have any more questions for me, I'm more than an open book. I don't even think I could keep the pages closed if I wanted.
You say you've been waiting for all of us to come meet you. Have you waited for Irina?
Oh, Irina. That poor soul. It's not even her fault. There's nothing she could have done. It's just bad luck. I wish I could help her, but don't know if anyone or anything could.
I guess just if I had one last question, I would ask. It seems Strahd keeps being at adventurers. You said generations over generations, time after time, right? What do you believe he's looking for in these adventurers?
Give me a persuasion check.
It's not great, but let's see. I've been rolling. I've only been rolling on top of my fucking
That's his trait.
thing. Yeah, my tray, and I have consistently not counted them if they've been there because it was a fucking 20 or closer to it was a 2. It's not much better either. It's a 7.
Does anybody want to give him?
I got you.
You gonna give him help action?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
Come on, Josh. Don't make
Do you
it
have
for
any
naught.
Stradics left?
Yeah, I have 2. That is a little better. That's 11. I could
You
use
asked
it.
her, yeah, because when you asked her, when exactly did you ask her again?
What do you think he's looking for in all these adventures?
You
Since
could use the Stradic if you want.
yeah, I would use it. It's a D8, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that's what did I just say before that? Did I say 11?
11
So there's an 11 plus.
2.
D8's hard to read. 5. 16. Yeah, look how hard that 5 is to read.
She goes,
It's like an 8 and a 6.
She goes, well,
Yeah, look.
I think there's a mixture of things. I do believe that he gets bored tormenting the same Barovians over and over and over again. I think that he likes the entertainment. And if I know Strahd, which I do, I think the man's tired. I think he's looking for somebody strong enough to take his place so that he may move on.
I got you, Strahd.
Hmm.
I'm the one man.
You mean to
You're a
tell
weak
me
boy.
he's really
Oh, really? You want arm wrestle?
looking for a way out? Like he's really done with it.
I foresee that you both will break each other's arms. Nobody wins that arm wrestling match.
So what you're saying is, what you're implying is, there will always be a Strahd, if not Strahd himself.
Yeah.
Always wins.
I think Strahd is looking for somebody to take over lordship. I believe he wants to run off with his love.
Who's his love? Is it you?
His love or his deranged remembrance of love?
You said persuasion and not acrobatics. 15.
So you go.
A dirty
Is your love? You
15.
basically go. Is love you?
Is
is
love
she-
you?
Is his love you? Right?
Or
Is that-
who is his love? Is it you?
Yeah. Who's his love? Is it you? She laughs at you and she goes, oh, every sister loves her brother.
Fucking swing on this,
And then
bitch.
you say, what did you say?
Is it his love or is it just his remembrance of a love that he had long ago?
Tell me, Dorothy.
I'm sorry.
Tell me, Darren. If your love, if your mother appeared, wouldn't not be your remembrance of your love for her too? If you were to watch her body crumble and appear in a new body, it is still your mother.
But it wouldn't be.
Try telling yourself that in a moment.
Is that why it's not Irina's fault?
Is her
What do you know of her birth?
Nobody knows anything about Irina's birth. She came from the outside just like you did.
I thought she was Ismark's brother.
brother?
Wouldn't that mean she was the Virgin Master's daughter? Born here, raised here?
So they say.
Noted.
Dooley?
Just above table. Don't you and I already know that she's from not this world and that those weren't her parents?
You did read
The journal.
one of the journals of the. He
Said,
like,
like,
remember he's
Tatiana?
like adopted and like
Yeah, yeah.
he wrote down like Tatiana.
Yep. It's been a while. I forget things.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
appreciate
So above table, you do like
yes.
you do get the sense of the feeling that like. Okay, so like let me just like set this in
But
stone.
we only know that because we read it in a letter. She knows that for a different reason.
Mhm. So you get the sense that like she spent most of her life with the Burgess Master. Most people consider the Burgess Master's daughter, but there are people who believe and know that maybe that she's not blood related to the current Virgin Master of Barovia or the late Virgin Master of Barovia.
Why don't you take his position?
Oh, I've thought about it. I've thought about overthrowing my brother and sitting on his throne. I'm tired too. And I do not know if I wish. I do not know if I wish for that. It's not something that I would be willing. I am tired. I do not know if I have the energy to run Barovia the way that it should be ran.
And
The
how
way
is
that
that?
would require it to be ran. Not like this. Not under such deprivation and control.
So is your relationship why he leaves your people alone?
Oh, the Vasanti. The Vasanti have a complicated history with the devil.
Sorry, question. Does she look fucking Visanti or does she look different from them? This whole time I was assuming she was Visanti until
I
right
did too.
now.
Now that I think about it, I thought she was Visanti as well.
What is that squeaking?
It's just a bell chiming.
Go
Bell?
ahead and roll
The
me
bird.
Bell on the
insight
music.
checks.
No.
Insight?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me insight checks. You know,
Has a nat 20, but it's actually a 0.
I'm not.
What's outside?
Disadvantage.
Oh, I was like, what?
I got nat 20 and 0.
Oh,
Oh, what are we rolling? Is it just
Show me an
Gallifrey?
insight check, man.
all of us?
Beautiful. Beautiful. I can do that. 25.
What the heck? What is that?
That's a 10.
11.
Very good. Great that time.
And it's 10 better than 0.
11.
On a 25.
Holy moly. That's better than a 0.
You look at her, and you see traces of the Visanti and the Barovian in her.
Oh shit. Okay.
Now, my dear children, I am tired for the night. I have foreseen the rest of your questions, and I do not care to answer them. Please go enjoy the fire, rest, enjoy yourselves for the night. I promise you, Fog cannot reach you here. Good night, my pretties. You all, as you leave the door, she wiggles her fingers, and
Like the little Raven Queen. Peace out.
no. She waves her fingers, and like mist seems to fall upon you. Everybody may remove one level of exhaustion.
So I have -1 now.
I would need to have.
Hey, fuck you both, guys.
If you don't have a level, you actually gain a level.
Seems fair.
Um,
It's kind of
badass.
bad.
You're taking on our
That's exactly what happened, man.
So she basically like ushers you out of the tent, and then the doors flap close behind you, and all the light going out of the tent disappears at once.
The tent disappears.
No, like all the light from inside of the
Oh.
tent.
She
the
just like
flap
goes to bed.
just
Gotcha,
closed as you
gotcha,
walk out. Like as
gotcha.
you walk to the tent, the flaps are like pulled open.
They just
They
unfurl.
close, like, and then like the light glowing from outside the tent disappears. It's completely black.
It is her bedtime. She is neepy.
Yep.
Can I knock on the door?
You go to push open the flap, and it's empty inside.
Yeah.
This is a perfect tent to sleep in. Then.
It's just a completely empty tent.
Let's
And then you
sleep
hear
in
somebody
this
from the fire. Hello, friends. We're still drinking. If you would like to come and enjoy us.
I think I'll have a drink.
Do any of you like to punch each other?
We all like to punch each other. Are we doing a little fisticuffs?
Nope. Nope.
Now watch.
As you guys walk up to the fire, that is where we will end our session.
Nice.
Thank you everybody for playing. This has been Cursed 20s. This is our actual play Cursed Ones. Thank you for watching.